Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dorkvision stream. We are here every every Sunday from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Watch our sister stream that's here on Wednesdays for the Rime of the Frost Maiden from 7 to 10. I have books on DriveThruRPG and on the DM's Guild, and you can support me on Patreon/NobleCrumpet. With all that goodness out of the way, let's get into what happened last time, shall we? Last time, you guys, all you guys, had defeated a Taurus, at least, tossed him from his tower.
And melted his clone.
Well, sorry, we'll get into that. Okay. You then started assembling a case to try to dispose of him permanently, because you knew that wasn't the last of him. You started copying his ledger, and then started talking to senators that you had interviewed as safe, who had gotten one ally and turned one of his political allies against him. Then you saw him on the streets of the courthouse, or the stairs of the courthouse, and there was a big group of people that were gathering outside that were supporting Zumasu, especially since you had found out that the place had divided into like two factions, the Idolists and the Arcanans, both kind of very against each other in spite of what city faction they might be from. You guys dispelled Taurus' simulacrum and caused quite the stir. You found some members of the Torch that could represent the proletariat after they had kind of isolated themselves in the Undercroft and turned it into its own sort of independent state that the Leaf Crown couldn't advance on. But the death of a priestess had gotten them riled up again, and they began marching on the Senate. You guys tried to barter a deal between the rioters and the senators, and it didn't quite go as you wanted it to. But you guys have like a potential ally in Egan, one of the Torch representatives, and this time we're set on talking to the unconvinced senators to try to get a majority. You also wanted to investigate the sewers, I believe. I think that's mostly what we were getting into. I will also just take you away from this screen, because this might be a little more convenient screen for now. I have updated Galestone, so there's stuff to the left, including the Mage Tower. The floating Mage Tower.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes!
And if you don't like it there, we can move it over here
It
or
just float
over
to
here.
the other side?
Yeah. The one with the
Put
clouds
it in
on it.
the upper left again. I liked it there.
Yeah, I figured that was the best place for it.
But do you have a level?
A level?
You don't want your tower to be level?
Oh, it's always level. It's always true level.
It's true level.
Install a glass tube with a bubble inside. That's what you want.
But either way, the tower physically moves around now, so I could technically put this on any screen that I want to. It just wouldn't have the second and first stories, but really the top story is what's important anyway. I also put some of the stats from the splash screen in the lower left. just so I don't have to flip back and forth between screens, but we'll still
Nice.
go to the splash screen during off time on the stream. Anywho, with all that
Can't
stuff.
stare at cool things. Fine. Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh god, like 3 people can't talk today.
Well, Allie just came
I've been
back
talking for 3 days,
from her
so
convention.
and I had a beer, so let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sloppy Sundays. Let's hack and do it.
Pretty much.
Uh,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
anyway, what would you guys like to do? I know I just brought you to this screen, but it honestly might be more prudent to take you to Allure so you can like fiddle around there. But
I think I stayed in Allure.
you
Yeah,
did.
I think
Yes.
technically Boom Crash is the only one. Amon and Boom Crash might be the only ones in the keep right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Amon, you're still working on like your scrolls and just doing all-nighters forever, right?
Yes, until I die.
I think only like 2, maybe 3 days have passed technically. I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
like
day 3 or something.
yeah, I was gonna like go into downtime once this got resolved, but we're going day by day in the meantime. Crashing in the tower.
I'm in character. I'm gonna be because it's gonna probably we're gonna say it's like the morning of day 3 then or whatever.
Yeah, we can just start at the morning of day 3.
Because there was the first meeting, then there was the essentially the march that I stopped from becoming violent, and then it should be the next day. I guess because Boom Crash is over there, and I'm realizing there's time. Thanks for the DM's tip. I'm going to pretend like I had an insight and just like contact Boom Crash over the sending zone and be like, "Hey, Boom Crash, I have an idea of how maybe we can get the ledgers done quicker, but I might need some
But
help."
I already completed them. We established that last time. That I have the other 2 prime copies done.
And a lot of like leaflets on the side for like important information, right? Something like that.
No, we haven't done that yet, but
Oh, okay.
It was I know we have at least like basically 2.5 copies essentially at this point of everything.
No.
Because we gave one away. I know.
we gave one away,
Mhm.
and the other 2 that needed to be copied are copied. If you want anything additional, that'll take more time.
That's why I'm kind of contacting you because remember when I bought the keep, there was a guy who could copy documents lickety split. What if we found him? What if we found him? We could make this a lot easier.
That would be phenomenal, honestly, because my talents are cramping up.
Yeah, I appreciate all your work, but I figure you might want a little bit of a aid in that. But I might need help locating him given the city's current situation.
And you probably also want to deliver at least these 2 copies.
Yes.
So I'm going to give these ledger copies to you. I still have the originals, and you do what needs to be done.
Okay. So for now then, would you mind just sending him on maybe with the copies since he's in Allure with you, and I'll meet with him and we can go find this guy, see if we can find him to copy things faster?
So you want me to be the delivery boy?
Be the delivery boy and also help me with my investigation so we can try and get it done quickly. And that way
okay.
Boom Crash can still copy.
I guess I'll deliver.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I can keep doing stuff and also making
Unless you
the
wanna
counterspell wand.
Yeah, unless you want to come to Allure right now, but I figured...
I don't need to.
Okay. So,
Unless you specifically want me.
not necessarily. I think we'll first locate the guy first and then probably call back on you.
Okay, got it.
Alright, so send him on over here, I'll meet with him, and then our day will be looking for Xerox. We'll check the business district and see if we can get any leads.
Right. Amon returns to Allure over, about a day's travel.
Oh, I was saying teleport.
Oh, teleport.
That way we could do it in the same day.
Sorry, herp derp. I will also let you know that
Lazy.
Juliana, in her time, she was able to level up as well. Her time with a Taurus was not spent idly. She has learned teleportation circle, so she has that spell as well.
Oh.
Still costs
Alright.
the same amount of
No.
rupees, but
We're gonna keep getting plenty of ruby dust, and now we enslave her to do it every single day. Permanent teleportation circle.
that is I mean, you guys have one on top
Actually-
of the tower.
Yeah, we already have one on the tower. Never mind.
It's this bad boy.
We somehow managed to adopt a permanent teleportation circle.
And bring it to you.
Yeah. Never mind. Don't have to abuse her more.
Yeah.
But we have more delivery options.
Yes.
It's not
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah, so Boom Crash doesn't need to be in any particular place and could potentially, like, be sent off somewhere and not freak out about it. I don't know. Either
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
it's just
thank
someone
you.
else that can cast the spell. She only has one casting of it. No, 2 castings of it per day.
Okay. That's still pretty good.
Hey, that's the trip forward and trip back. That's fine.
That's excellent, yeah.
All right. Then, in that case, you teleport Amon to Allure. So I'm going to go to Allure. It's a bright new day, and probably work to do. So I've taken you guys back to the Senate. Mao, you
Yes.
and Prien are kind of... You had expressed interest in searching the sewers. The Leaf Crown Guard had also been alerted to this. Do you want to try to get ahead of them or join them in this endeavor? Or, you know, try to mislead them so that you can do something else? I know you're sneaky.
I do want things for myself. But I think I just might want to get ahead. The plan is to like get in there, get them information, and kind of drop them like, here's the coordinates of where you can go.
Alright. Then...
turning any of like the ciphers into arrows saying, go this way, dummies.
Okay, you and Brienne scout ahead and start marking up all the graffiti with the leaf crown hot on your tail. You're kind of making sure that anybody that might spot the leaf crown coming doesn't end up alerting anybody in this sort of sting operation. So I'm going to have you make a first stealth, which is kind of an auto-succeed for you, but let's see the very high number that you do.
Sure.
Love to roll high.
I like just rolling sometimes. It's great.
Yeah. Got a 29. You are stealthy and silent in the hallways. Prien is kind of following you up as well. I'm going to have you then make a perception check. Midst of the hallways, you're keeping an eye out for any vintners that might be there. You managed to spot any before it's too late. And now I'm going to have you make an attack roll. You will have advantage as well.
What if I want to just like make one of them a traitor and have them work for me?
I mean, can do that.
How about I do that instead?
Sure.
Doesn't that come with risks?
It does, because you need to... There needs to be someone with a hit point count. I'd be able to swing this. Go to the stink house on my GM page.
A worst case scenario, they start freaking out, then I stab them. I'm giving them chances. I've learned communication skills. Try to talk first before stabbing.
I'm so proud.
All right.
My little
Wow.
baby's
Basic
learning
hu-
social
it-
skills.
No, you're at level like 19, and then now you learn basic human skills. It's like
An improvement's still an improvement. Kudos to you if this works.
Look, I'm patting myself on the back at this point, so I don't need all of your approval. Maybe besides Mama Bird.
All right. I'm going to take you to the page.
Oh no.
I'll just have everybody there as well, just for visibility.
No longer just theater of the mind, it's something more.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, you remember this room? Kind of.
I do.
Alright. I'm gonna let you choose one of these people. You eventually see, you know, a bunch of them on your way. So let's just have you choose one, and actually first I'll have you attack it to try to lower its hit
Okay.
points.
That's fair, and then I'll spare your life if you work for me instead.
Yeah. I think that's how we're gonna do that. Also, I'm gonna remind myself how the trader
just
works.
don't roll a crit. It's like I'll spare your life, decapitated.
Yeah.
Okay, who are you attacking?
Just
Ah.
Vintner Crony.
All right, the minion.
Hey,
Instantly
a
dead.
low
You
hanging
know what?
fruit.
Yeah.
Low hanging fruit.
Murder them. Get somebody else to work for me. I just murdered your friend. If you don't want me to murder you too, work for me.
All
That's
right,
intimidation.
who is the other person then?
The hitman. How about that?
Okay, the other minion.
Why are they all minions?
Because this was supposed to be fairly easy for you
Yeah,
guys.
this was the the Dynasty Warriors.
The cronies and hitmen are the minions in this room. There are
Okay.
some other special ones that you could try, but so traitor. The way this ability works, you use an action, choose an enemy, spend all your power dice. If their hit dice is less than the total times your domain size, the target betrays their leader and joins your side as a retainer. So right now, you got oh, whoops. I tried to do this like Photoshop. I tried to copy it from one window into the other window, and that's not how it works. Okay, you got this many power dice. So that's what 25. So 100.
And you have to spend
Damn.
them all?
You have to spend all of them.
Oh, on a
Maybe
minion?
go for a big guy instead of
Yeah.
a minion.
Yeah, can I look around and be like, who's the most important one in this group?
There are a
Slash maybe
few.
the alchemist or blood mage?
Actually, can you hijack a robot? We can reverse engineer him.
That would be great.
Hey, it's possible.
Except
You work for
it's
you
your
work
call.
for us now. Beep boop. Yes. You
Uh,
can get a K2SO.
The alchemist might know how to build them. Maybe. No, let's be more of an artificer.
Okay. So I will say the Trog is a special one. So is this
Okay.
alchemist. So is this blood mage. And I suppose, as you said, one of these soldiers. And I'll also allow a mystery fifth one.
Come on, you can't just throw that in front of me. I want
Mystery
that one.
box. Mystery box.
Mystery box.
You want the mystery box?
Okay. No, we should discuss it. So,
You've played
The-
enough gotcha games. It should be the mystery box.
look, I play gotcha games, and that's a warning to rest of you. I played 2 games. It's ruining my life. Don't join me.
Also, it's not to take the mystery box unless you can guarantee your pull.
Exactly. SSR ticket. SSR ticket.
You have to know which pull percentage you're on and all that other jazz.
So the alchemist.
But that's- Sucking all the fun out of gambling.
Yeah.
Okay. You know
All
what?
right,
I
you know
think
what?
the girls
I'll
want to
offer
gamble.
2 special ones, and I'll let
Ah,
you open
shit.
one of the doors, and then you can choose whether to switch your choice to another one.
So you see it now?
No, I'm trying
You're-
to do a Monty Hall problem.
Oh. Okay.
I'm mostly kidding.
Well, yes, open a door. Just do it. Open a door. That's what you're supposed to do.
So,
I'll leave it up
Out
to
of-
now, but you
yeah,
guys can
out
still
of the
discuss.
4, out of the 5, I just want to go with the mystery one.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. This is
Go for
your
it.
moment to shine.
Okay, so it's 100 hit points. You attacked them and dealt 11 slashing damage, but it was also a sneak attack since you were able to stealth.
Sure. 43.
All right. You use your trader ability, so that's going to cost you the rest of your power dice. Now I want you to pick a color from among red, purple, blue, and orange.
What the fuck, Chris? All right, someone just give me a random color because I don't care.
Purple.
I was thinking
That's the
purple.
mystery one.
Purple is a
Are we all good
mysterious
with-
color.
We're good with purple.
I like purple for
All
this
right.
scenario.
Let's do purple.
All right.
I don't know what this means.
The mystery traitor that you found lurking in the sewers is one of the 4 people that you encountered. Their name is Donatello, and
Who?
they are a turtle martial artist.
Oh my god! Nice.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm glad because so Chris was when he was discussing the dungeon, he was like, "Oh, none of you guys are going to the sewers." I was a bit disappointed. So he spoiled to me like the if you guys went into the sewers, you would encounter him. I'm slightly disappointed you guys didn't do it. I was
You
like,
know what?
"Nice."
But now we have him. He's ours.
He
we got
never
the
met
smart one.
Donatello.
And we got the smart one too.
Yeah, you remember
Oh,
that
cool.
sewer grate that I was like, oh yeah, you guys can go in the sewer grate, and you were all like, ew, no.
You mean the one that Mao went into and everyone didn't follow?
Yeah.
No, the
Yes,
one with the
but
ghouls.
also no.
Oh, okay.
Any of them would have led to it, but here's...
Gotcha.
I just put it in the stream memes. That's where they were on the chat. Or in the sewers.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you're lurking in the sewers, and after doing a bit of lurking and 100%ing
Oh my
this area,
God.
you find...
That's why you asked about purple, blue, red, or orange?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Stupid.
Purple is the best color.
Stupid.
Not to ask. Alright, lurking in the sewers, you found a little hideout where a bunch of martial artists were training. They had worked for the Vintners, but they're not really as dedicated to the cause as you might think. One of them, in fact, is emboldened by your actions taking on the Vintners, and also impressed with your skills and your ability to sneak up on them. They're willing to join you guys in your cause, abandoning their brothers, however.
You can't convince his brothers to join?
Unfortunately not.
You can't convince Raphael of anything. You know this.
This is very true.
Damn, you're ripping apart a family. Now I feel bad.
And I don't have enough food for Michelangelo, I'm sorry.
Listen, I'll join you, but I want to know exactly what we get out of it.
You don't have to be in the sewer anymore?
You could also just say you're gonna hire them too. I mean, you do know people that have money.
We
also,
have money.
Also, they're not gonna be killed or incarcerated.
I don't know. Yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff and magical items, money. Just let me hire you.
Well, it's not so much money that I'm interested in. I was more impressed by your skills.
Is that a threat?
That's...
Christ, like,
Here's a compliment. Is that a threat?
we said the wrong person to do.
Apparently. If you can provide me with training, I would very much like to learn your style.
Okay, you got a second Kohai now. How does it feel, Senpai, to be noticed?
I hate it. No, I do not want to be perceived. This is horrible. And he's gonna follow me around until I say yes.
Don't worry. I won't slow you down.
Uh-huh. I guess if you want to join, first test is don't slow me down.
Donatello nods and then slinks into the shadows.
Great. I love it.
Just, don't be seen or anything. Shit, we're
Where's the stealth roll? You didn't roll.
Oh, I mean, I suppose I could roll.
Yeah, I actually want to say.
Mal cares if she can still see him. Oh no!
Well, he did do not bad, but I mean, it's sewer. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Okay.
He's a bit sloshy, but he could have gotten better if he wasn't for a little bit of an unlucky not having advantage. All right, Mao,
Okay.
you're able to get a new ally in the forward scanning of this Vintner's hideout. After a good, solid look around, are able to get some loot. It looks like some of the Vintners have cleared out. There doesn't appear to be too much sign of devil activity, but I'll let you do an investigation to try to find some explicit, what's it called? Proof.
Evidence?
Yeah, evidence.
Can her people please give her advantage?
Yeah. Can Priyan and Donatello now help me? They have chores, or at least one of them has chores. The other one's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
okay.
they can help.
Investigation is under intelligence. Of course it is.
Yeah.
She needs the help.
I need the help.
Oh
12.
god. Well, it could have been. At least it's better than middle.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
above average.
It's above average. You go back to the room where Cormac was, and although,
With the stone.
yeah, with the gemstone. Although the gemstone is gone, as is a set of the golden brazier that was there and a bunch of scrolls. There is a crumpled up tapestry that was left behind, and it does bear the symbol of the Cult of Cania. It's splattered with a little bit of blood and scorch marks from your battle.
I mean, I'll definitely take it to investigate it further.
Sure. It's mostly going to probably be used as evidence. You had already seen what it was used for. Just, chilling.
I pat the wall behind it, make sure there's no secret doors.
You don't find all of the loot, but you do find a nice haul. Find 100 platinum pieces,
Sweet.
1,600 gold pieces, 10,000 silver.
Fuck.
That's heavy.
It is. You found them in a bunch of locked chests in some of the crew's bunks.
Sweet. Good thing I emptied out the pocket. I can fill it back up and dump it into the safe now. Maybe.
You also find 2 minor art objects, treasures. There's a bronze ring with serpentine motifs, worth 25 gold pieces. And there's a doll covered with seashells and pearls, and that one's also 25 gold pieces. And you find a wand of the War Mage that was hiding amongst the stuff.
What does that do?
+1 to spells. I believe.
Ooh.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Like, can Boomcrash use it?
Boomcrash already has a pack.
My
Yeah, better
magic
rod.
wands are
Better-
so much better.
Yes.
She
You
has
can
the
give this to
rod as
Herschel.
well. But yeah, you
I-
can give that to somebody if you
Okay.
want to give it to somebody amongst your group.
Give it to
so-
Juliana.
Oh. Well, I'll give it to Boomcrash, and then Boomcrash can give it to Juliana if she so chooses.
Ah,
Date
Yeah.
material.
Gift giving.
There's also another periapta wound closure, even though you already have that.
I think we have like 2 or
We have
something.
2.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like I
and
said,
none
you
of-
could give it to somebody else.
yeah.
Yeah. Like Juliana.
We could have a mini
Herschel.
adventure with all the retainers.
Oh my god. We just select one of the retainers and we play them. A
I
called
feel-
bag of a pot of bees.
It's the most fragile one of our retainers.
It gives her an excuse to do whatever she wants.
I feel like Herschel's the most fragile, but I could just be wrong.
Well, the
You're
Herschel
not
also
wrong.
doesn't- well,
He's a
Herschel doesn't also
squishy
go-
wizard, but he's also emotionally weak.
also he
Yeah.
doesn't go anywhere, so it's like he's actually
Yeah.
kind of safe.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
I
so
feel like
it would
giving
be
it
a
to
waste.
Grubble because like he's the front.
Yeah,
front
we
line.
want to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Especially for morale too. You never want a leader to go down because then everybody else would kind of falter behind
Also,
them.
we love our darkbow dwarves, so we can't lose that
Fuck.
connection.
Yes.
True. Okay, that's smart. Thanks. You wrote that all down.
We're replacing our elf supremacy regime with a dwarven supremacy regime. Darkbow's great. Darkbow's forever.
Bonry would be proud.
Yes.
Bonry.
All right. So that's what you glean from the rest of this. Then the Leaf Crown moves in. They sting the place. You were sneaking around in like the sewers. That's how you came upon Donatello and the gang. They didn't rat you out or anything. In fact, they were able to navigate you more easily in the sewers because they were much more familiar with the layout. And when Leaf Crown arrives, they dispatch most of these minions, either killing them that resist or arresting those that give up, or that they could, subdue, or those that they accidentally killed due to brutality. Who knows? And
Accidental air quotes.
yeah, I mean, they did send some Urzat soldiers in, but there were some of those here as well. Those were destroyed. They presumed they were, what's it called? Hacked.
Corrupt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hacked. I don't know what you'd call it. Magically influenced, I suppose.
Compromised.
Compromised. That's probably the best word. The other thing that they do find amongst the stink house, they find that there is a production making poisons as well that have been distributed like throughout the Vintners Guild.
A meth lab? A magical meth lab?
Did they have to fight off the creature that was helping make the poison?
Calm down, Jesse.
They did not end up needing to. Though I will do a... I need you now to
Okay.
make a few checks. I'm gonna have you make a... Have you make a perception check. Let's do that.
Okay.
So the person that was encountered was a Yuan T.
Oh.
Let's... There.
Is that the one who was making the poisons? Or somebody else?
She was the chief in charge of making the poisons, although the alchemist that's kind of here, they were also taking part of it, kind of
Okay.
replicating their stuff. I'll just travel you. It's easier
It's
that
just
way.
a yawn tea thing. You see some poisons, you gotta make them.
Alright, this noxious-filled room, noxious gas-filled room, is invaded by the Leaf Crown. It only has one entrance. This Yuan T Malison, they have like a hooded, like a cobra hood on their snake head, which is a lot more obvious than Zumasu's pureblood traits. It calls upon its beast to deflect the Leaf Crown guard, and then turns into a serpent and then goes into the water to escape. You dive into the water after them and are able to, with your perception check, catch a glimpse of them. However, they're very fast in the water. I'm going to need you to make an athletics check to catch up to them.
Yeah, I'm not really good at those, so that makes sense.
Alright, they're starting to get away. To try to catch onto the trail, I'm going to need you to make an investigation check.
Those are also shitty. Eh.
Right. That's unfortunately only one success.
Mhm.
This Yuan Ti gets away, though you're able to recover most of the stuff that they left behind. Leaf Crown has dispatched with, well, their beast that managed to make it out of the water. A giant crocodile that was mutated beyond belief. You return, and the Leaf Crown is cleaning up the mess. It's a
Wait,
successful
was
raid.
that giant crocodile the thing that was in the water?
Yes.
When I was like, oh.
Yes, if you had gone in there, you would have been chomped and then suffocating
didn't
under the
happen.
water. Yeah, anyway, I got to show it off, and you guys invaded the stink house.
Nice.
So that's going to be that. Let's bring you back to Alore.
That's what Mao did with her day.
Yeah, I mean,
I canonically
Zamasu,
smell so bad right now.
Zamasu,
so
if you
bad.
were you heading up the Leaf Crown part of the organization, or were you off doing other things?
I was going to use him on, and we were going to go find Xerox, since I was probably going to utilize him to help me do investigation checks.
Alright, cool. So while that was happening, Zumasu, let's have you and Amon, since Amon has been teleported to Alore, let's have you guys make an investigation check.
Okie dokie. I figured we'd start at the market district and work our way around. Even though that place burned down, we'd, where all the bankers taken out. There you go. And I get the help action from Amon, right?
Yep. With a 25, you're able to easily head back to the place of work in the district where you got your your loan from, which is the Builders Guild. You find Xerox is just working there today, it seems.
Huh. Alright. I guess I'll approach the front desk. This was easier than I thought. I guess this place doesn't hit too hard. Pardon me.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm going to need to ask you to hold on here. I'm going to need to search your belongings.
That may take a while, but okay. Who stopped me? Was it Xerox or was somebody else?
It was somebody else who seemed to recognize you. I'll have you make an insight check.
Okay. Like one of the guards or something, or one of
That's
the
not a good
people
sign.
working? Well, I'm rolling better this week.
The person that you do recall the person. Their name is Trachey Arcano, and they, coincidentally, were the one that that got you your Galestone Keep. and you recall last time that you were here that you caused a rift in space-time that destroyed a lot of stuff, including some of your stuff.
Oh, you're talking about the time the bag exploded.
Yes, I'm talking about the time your extra-dimensional bag exploded here.
Wait.
He wasn't on shift the other time when I came back to announce my return.
Apparently not.
Okay. Oh, I
That happens
remember
to
you.
everyone. Can he just let things go?
I assure you this bag is fine, but I'll let you search my stuff if as long as you can say I can have it back. Some of it's very expensive.
Sure, make a persuasion check.
Sure thing.
It's not bad. They acquiesce and search your things. The other thing that they do is, while they're searching your stuff, they kind of side-eye you and Amon. They're like, "Aren't you a wanted criminal or something?"
Depends on how you consider it. Technically, the charges against Galestone are a little unfounded because the people who put forth the charge are also under investigation.
Your response should be unconfirmed, innocent until proven guilty.
I answered how I answered.
Or just say, like, I'd say, like, no. I'm just gonna say no. Just stare at them harder.
Amon, make an intimidation check.
I'm bad at those.
Then
Can you
don't
have help
intimidate
from-
people so much.
This awkward guy's looking at him.
I understand it's unfounded, but I'm not sure that we can have you here. If we're told that if we're, well, you know, if we're going to service you, then we could get in big trouble, and we don't want that in the Builders Guild.
You're not harboring a fugitive. We just need a copy made.
Yes, we're not actually here for anything directly related to the Builders Guild. We're here for the services of actually your friend over there, and I point to Xerox. His skill is mighty useful, and we'd like to pay him for his services of making a few copies of a very important documents.
Sir Xerox?
Yes.
Well,
You can go over the document yourself if you think the document is fishy.
Yeah, the documents are kind of fishy, but they're only fishy in the sense that they're useful in
say
the current
that.
investigation. Well, I'm doing this to...
well, then I must insist that we have a copy as well.
That's fine. You could totally look over it. You might want to look over it because it might show you somebody who's been, cheating you for a while if you've done business with them. I produced the books. How much would it cost to make about a dozen copies of each of these, Mr. Xerox?
1 dozen? Well, that's a lot of spells.
Well, what about just this one? And I point to the most recent one.
If you need
This
a
one's the
dozen
most
copies
important.
of this, that's going to at least be, 1,200 gold pieces.
I don't think we need a dozen. I think maybe 5 each.
Okay. Could we do 5 each instead?
Do that for 1,500.
That's fine. I hand him 150 platinum pieces.
And the service fee, Mr. Arcano, is looking expectantly at you. This is my employee. They won't do just the freelancing contract. I'm going to also request a premium. I'm going to ask for 5,000.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Yes. It seems that, even though you guys are wanted criminals, he seems to think that he can leverage that fact. He's trying to take advantage of you.
I'm gonna open up the most recent book and point to, and we would have looked over these a little bit. Was there anything about him swindling the Builders Guild at all?
Well, Boomcrash was the one that looked over it the most. I'm gonna have Boomcrash make a investigation check herself.
Okie dokie. Hold on.
Sure.
Where's my token?
Oh, I separated it from everybody.
Oh, I'm in the gardens.
Yeah, apparently. didn't see it as well when I looked up there.
Can I say that I had advantage because I was going over these in time?
I'll allow you to re-roll it with advantage. Well, sorry, I'll allow you to have advantage by re-rolling it.
Okay, thank you.
What are the odds that it'll be a 1 again?
Oh,
Don't-
oh
About 1
honey.
in 20.
Please don't curse it.
You
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, I forgot to turn off ones.
It's Chris. I'm looking at you over the state lines and through the many miles.
I was gonna say, are you
between us.
orienting yourself like your brain?
Scrying.
No, Chris, your webcam activates.
We are witnessing you.
Okay,
You didn't.
well, I can't
You
do
didn't
that
see. You didn't see any inkling of this person because it wasn't on your radar at all.
I'm gonna try a different tactic then. Listen, your employee, as I said before, has a remarkable skill, and as long as things smooth over, Galestone will be willing to do plenty of business with you guys. But if we know that we aren't getting the best deal, then we might take our business somewhere else. I believe you could probably offer a little bit of a better price for this.
Okay, I'll allow a new persuasion check. Amon, are you gonna say something?
It's like this is part of an official investigations anyway, so you'll probably do everyone the favor to just cooperate with minimal resistance or haggling.
Well, it's not an official investigation for you. But, Zumasu, with a 19, the Mr. Arcano is kind of willing to let it slide. Fine. Nearly an extra 1,000 gold pieces.
That is fine. I hand him 1,000 gold pieces this time.
It's going to cover at least some of the fees, since Mr. Xerox will be tapped out all day. It is fine. With my powers, I will be back in no time. First thing tomorrow. Now, hand me these books, says Sir Xerox.
Is it alright if I watch his work?
I'm afraid it's a proprietary secret. We can't just have any mage learning these spells.
Understandable. I'll just do a quick insight. I just want to see if they're on the up and up. Like everything seems fine. This is just normal procedure.
I mean, yeah, it's
Okay.
it seems to be normal procedure. They're being a bit more uptight about it than
Okay.
usual, because you guys are sort of powerful, so they don't want you moving in on their territory.
Okay.
Okay, Xerox goes into another room, and
Wait in the lobby for now.
you hear a faint humming sound, and a light passes across the window. You hear and it takes
This
a
spell
few
also-
hours maybe to fully get every single page of this.
This spell has
5
the
copies.
worst verbal component. So they gotta make a noise every time they do it.
That's the verbal component.
And over time, they eventually emerge victorious. They whip out the books and hand them to you. There you go, my good sir. 5 copies each of each of
Chris
these
watches his
ledgers. And, if it's alright, Mr. Arcano, I am tapped out for the day, and you have gotten your dividends. I'm going to get a turkey leg. Good day, everyone! Everybody waves goodbye. Bye, Sir
I'm gl-
Xerox, and he
I'm-
exits the
I'm glad
Builders
that
Guild.
that stand still survived.
Alright, you guys have 5 copies each of all 3 books of the ledger, so 15 books.
We good. I tell Boomcrash, we did it. We found Sir Xerox. It cost a bit of coin, but we good. We also
Cool.
might have to make another deal with the Builders Guild later, but that's fine because we probably need a building loan. Anyway,
Okay.
Just build another wall.
yeah,
Or get a permit for those safes.
we could have them install a magical save. They probably can
Hey.
do that.
That's probably something that they could do.
A magical safe with a lead box inside. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me what you want on the designs, and we can see about that.
It's gonna look Gallifreyan.
Tell me what I want. I really, really want.
But tell
Tell
me on your own time.
I guess I'll see if I can contact Mao. Mao,
What?
Mao,
What?
how you been? We finally got the copies. What you up to? You probably be in the sewer still.
I can't talk that much right now. We're still getting out.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll head back to our hideout place for now. We got enough copies to distribute. We got 5 of each now. Crash don't have to keep ledgering.
Don't forget to give it to that one, like, who was it? The elf guy.
Vaseline?
Yeah. Vaseline.
Vaseline, the senator. Senator Vaseline.
Okay.
No, we don't want to give it to Well, we can give one to Vaseline and one copy to Hesselina, I believe is her name.
I thought we already
Um,
gave one
Claricia.
copy to.
Claricia. Okay.
Claricia.
Who did we already give the copy to? We gave at least one copy to somebody.
You gave one copy of like
The
one
leaf
page
crown,
practically
yeah.
to Vaseline, I believe. Oh wait, no.
Varys, I thought. No, that
No,
wasn't it.
Vaseline
I think
has.
you definitely at least showed
some
it to
pages.
Claricia because she used to be she used to be straight up a Arcanan, and she converted
Yes.
once she realized that a Taurus was kind of duping the whole Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the one who's opening the investigation. So she has one copy. Vaseline has like a page or two.
A page or two or something like that. Yeah.
All right.
Vaseline was the one.
That's what I remember, at least.
That's the one we promised that we was gonna. Yeah, so we actually
Yeah.
should give to Vaseline because he's doing the investigation the most officially. So
yeah.
I'll
And
see
Amon
if
and I didn't do very well with our conversation with him. Basically saying, hey, we've got shit.
So
not
I will, since if it probably isn't necessarily the end of the day, I'll go and visit him to be like, okay, here's the promise. I got copies of the text.
Okay. Yeah, Mal spent most of the day like infiltrating the sewers and whatnot. Zumasu, you spent most of the day, unfortunately, waiting. But yeah, there's still plenty of time left in the day. It's just a large portion of it was taken up by that. You give the ledger copies to Vaseline. They thank you for your time, and they let you know that the Leaf Crown has just infiltrated the sewers today. If they find any evidence, they might be building a case tomorrow. They expect you to basically be imprisoned in a few days so that they can try to bring a very hasty case against a Taurus.
Out of curiosity, when I get imprisoned, I'm going to assume my belongings are taken. Would it make more sense for me to come a little bit more bare if I don't want my things confiscated?
All of your magic items will have to be confiscated.
All right, I'll make sure to wear something nice.
I should hope so. We want to make a good impression.
Um,
But we still want this to be given the appearance of a fair trial.
So then where should I probably meet? For obvious reasons, I probably am moving around a bit. Where would you like to find me?
I was going to dispatch people to Galestone. Is that not where you were going to be?
I've been in the city for the last few days, so it might make more sense to what's an inn that's not in the Undercroft?
The Three Ravens?
The Unicorn's Cask is the one with the turkey legs.
I'll be at the Unicorn's Cast. You can find me there.
Snake's Hall is filled with Leaf Crown. The Fine Chant is also kind of filled with Leaf Crown.
You had me at turkey legs.
There's other ones, the Crying Devil, the Bugbear Saloon. I forgot there were all these places. There's also a place called the Three Ravens, but I don't know, you guys are probably sick of that one.
We're turkey legging it, man. I'm gonna get my last meal in.
Alright. Well, you still have a few days.
Oh, it sounded like he was gonna do it tomorrow. Okay.
No, they said 2 days because they
because
just invaded the sewers.
Also, you just gave him the evidence,
Yeah.
so it's gonna take a while to process.
He has a team. He's not alone, but it's still going to take a bit, especially to try and do this as hastily as they want to.
I figure I will still take a room at the Two Ravens, so it kind of is like I'm there.
Right, you go to the Three Ravens.
Not the Three Ravens, the
Unicorn's Cask.
The Unicorn's Cask.
Alright, that's fine. I can just assume that you're staying there.
Cool.
Right. Boom Crash, I suppose we can go to this time. Let's go back to Galestone, because you're at Galestone. Let's hang around in the Mage's Tower. You've just received news that Xerox is going to be copying the ledger, so you don't need to do anything. Furthermore, the ledgers were kind of taken from you to perform the copies, so you have a free day. What are you up to?
Well, first I'm going to bend backwards and do some stretches because jinkies, I've been hunched over a desk for a couple of days.
Tramp.
is true. Telling me a shrimp copied this book?
So, I'm gonna look over to Juliana and ask her how she's feeling and if she's feeling recovered and if maybe she'd like the grand tour.
Yeah, she was asleep most of the time, trying to sleep in between, bouts of wokenness, making sure that she's, like, keeping herself fed and whatnot, and she eventually acquiesces. She's like, I think I finally got enough rest for the day. And I just reviewed my spells and, for the first time, prepared some non-combat ones. I think I feel safe here. But why don't you show me around? I know most of this tower, but I don't think I'm as familiar with castle?
It's mostly in Zuzu's name, but this is home sweet home. And I guess, by the way, and I give her bracers of defense and some options of some potential items that she might want to have attuned.
Oh, well, thank you.
Um,
What else? What else is there?
So bracers of defense +2 AC. There's also the mantle of magic resistance, which would probably be useful, and the what are some other good ones?
Well,
And the periopter wound closure.
that's true. You can also give her that Wand of the War Mage ahead of time, assuming that they give it to you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, I think I'll tune to the wand if I have to, but for now, I'll take the bracers, the mantle, and the periapt.
Okay, perfect.
Right, I've made note of that in Guide. Stat sheet. Okay, and her armor is 17 now, which is not that bad. At
It's
least.
better than mine.
Better than yours. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold out my hand and be like, okay, so let's go. So I guess we're gonna go down and wave to Herschel and Paranor on our way out and float down to Galestone proper.
Right. You guys float down. Just yeah. Oh, that's because I'm on this. Stupid. Oh. Okay, you head into Galestone.
Yeah.
Juliana asks you, so that's the rod doing that. I did see that there was a spell that could allow you to fly. Do you have that one?
Yeah, if you want to copy down everything in my spell book, you're more than welcome to it.
Sure, I just don't want to get caught falling again. But also, it's really fun. I have to admit.
Yeah, no, it's I definitely really enjoy it, even though technically it's kind of a byproduct of a curse, but honestly, I think it's worth it.
That's how they get you. That's how they scam you.
Just how many curses are you under, Boom Crash?
Well, and she sort of like shuffles and was like, well, I wouldn't call like being in love a curse, but I'm happy to be under it.
Nice
and she sort
deflection.
of winks. Yep.
She kind
You're a
of...
Jedi because you're deflecting very well.
She leans in close and says, I'm already your curse, because I possess you.
Spicy.
Sorry, that was meant to be cute, but, anyway,
you are very cute, don't worry about it.
I'll look up the spell later. So, give me the grand tour. And you show her around Galestone. We don't need to roleplay the entire tour of
thank
Galestone.
you.
I'm not gonna
The important
do that.
things are introducing her and showing her to Herschel to Gravel and letting them reunite.
You introduce her to Teresa?
Peach trees to Teresa, and some of the vendors that we have around.
All right. After going around to some of the vendors, you end up like at the Filthy Fox, probably, just for lunch. You know, the barkeep gives you some of their now infamous peach cobbler that the dwarves have been demanding ever since they've arrived here in Galestone. It's better than anything she's really ever had. She's had the delights of Allure, but nothing really from the upper crust of society. And this is certainly something, being from the country. Something that they wouldn't just import into import into Allure. It had to be cooked on a stove with love.
Oh, yay! So yeah, that's pretty much the facilities.
Well, I can't believe it. I didn't think that I'd get anything other than the city, but I also didn't think that your friend would give me my eyesight.
He's uncommonly generous at weird times. This is a good one. I like him.
Still getting used to everything, but I kind of like it.
I sneeze.
I kind of like it in here. It's dimmer light. I mean, I could see before with Giblet, and she like kind of pulls Giblet out of her bosom, I guess. That's probably where they keep them.
Don't they have dimensional pockets?
They do, but I mean, it's like a Pikachu. You don't want to keep it in there the whole time.
Mm.
I could see through my familiar's eyes, and I've been doing that for so long. Kind of got used to the not as saturated world. I didn't really even know what saturation meant. Now I kind of see it. It's like it's icing on the cake, but too much icing just kind of makes you sick.
It'll take time to get used to, and give yourself that time and have patience. It's okay to have complicated feelings about the healing, especially because it was very much a surprise.
Yeah, I'm not ungrateful. Really not. And I wouldn't give it back for anything. But it's just a lot, especially after getting away from Aetorus and everything. Tell you what,
It's been a few days.
there's something that I kind of wanted to see again, but with less smoke. Do you want to look at the stars tonight?
Boomcrash smiles and says, I would love to do that.
You guys continue your meal. All right. Why don't we pause that? Go back to Allure.
I will melt into a puddle of goo.
Meanwhile, and just two of us are just vomiting uncontrollably for no reason somewhere.
You okay, Amon? That turkey leg's sitting well?
It's because I haven't slept for like 3 days now at this point.
Wait, why?
Because
It's
he's
the cheese.
Scrolls.
So much cheese.
because
Oh
he's
yeah.
min-maxing his scroll output.
He's trying to do coffee lock, but he's not a warlock. Or is he?
He's just doing coffee. No lock.
Just coffee.
I just don't want to face the consequences of my action. Let's just leave it at that.
There's still some time left in the evening of the day. Mao and Zumasu, you guys have reconvened. Amon's there as well, I forgot. Unless
I got
Amon
our turkey
went
leg.
back. Yeah.
Wow, good job. You came back alive. You find anything good?
No.
Oh, but that's not good. We need them to find shit.
Well, actually, I found this tapestry.
Is that evidence?
Yeah, we can give it to him.
Oh, okay. I guess that's fine.
You're not gonna mention the gigantic turtle?
Actually, I'll do.
Oh,
can
shit.
I do a perception? Because I might not even notice.
I'm
to be
not. I'm I definitely, this is part of the test. He has to be able to get past.
You
the
literally
perception.
didn't, because he rolled a 12 on his stealth check.
Got it.
I don't know that there's a turtle there.
I'm gonna carry him with me for as long
Well, I
as I
mean,
can.
For all I
without
know, he's
talking
just
about
like
him.
sitting at the next table. I'm like, what's with this weird guy?
No. Okay, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie where the turtles are wearing trench coats and fedora. It was really conspicuous, but no one notices. That's what's happening. You just can't tell.
That's wonderful.
Somebody just ordered a turkey leg. I'm like, oh, it's just normal. I don't know why he's sitting next to Mal though. Anyway, so in a few days, I'm gonna be arrested. I'll probably need you guys to keep a hold of all my magic items and stuff. I'll probably just show up, mostly bare, except for some clothes, because I don't want those confiscated.
Are you gonna leave them at the keep?
I kind of trust you guys more with holding on to them, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be leaving Laura in the next few days, kind of given all the move around we're going to be doing. But what target do you think we should go for the next senator? Because we need to make sure we get them on our side. For multiple reasons.
Well, I need a shower first for sure, because they'll definitely know me sneaking in.
No,
We should
not
go after any of them.
not like that, Mao. We need to convince them to vote with us.
There's like 2 of them. They're being bribed. We could easily sneak into their house and like scare the fuck out of them.
I mean, that's not a terrible idea, but Amon, do you have any plans? Because I don't want to resort to that first.
I'm just clutching my head. It's like you guys figured this out.
Also, do either of you have prestidigitation? Because seriously, this stink is worse. It's so bad.
I pull out my bar of soap, but don't worry, this is extra strength, and I start like kind of while I'm talking, start scrubbing her down a little bit. Boom crash. So we need to choose another senator to get on our side to get the votes. We already got 2. Should we probably go after one of the ones who's bribed?
I would go after, I believe it's Herselina that has the blackmail on her.
The Senate? The arcane seat person?
I think it might
think
be
so.
in the notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was reading off the note.
Obelisk.
Secret lover.
Esselina has the blackmail, Casmut is being bribed, and Varys is being bribed.
Oh, Heselina has blackmail on them because they are giving money to this lover.
Yeah, they
So
were
we don't know
funneling
who
Senate money to
Yeah.
some secret lover.
So do we think it's do you think that's easier, because they don't want their secret revealed then, I
Right.
guess. So would it be
No,
better to go?
hey, we just blackmail them ourselves. Like,
Right.
okay, you support us, and we know your secret. We won't say your secret. It's just just work for us.
And maybe
I mean-
find the secret lover as well.
I mean, it might also
I'll
just
do
be
that,
easier to go
yeah.
to Casmut and be like, Aetoris is taking a fall. We could pick up a new tab to make sure, unofficially, you're having good standing with Galestone. Wink, wink.
You're gonna bribe them? I mean, I guess that's in character for your group.
Also,
I want to go find the secret lover because I feel like that's going to be real good.
Okay, but I mean, again, what are we gonna do? Just say we're gonna release it instead?
Oh no, I was just going to sit down with them, and then I was just going to make sure that you had a conversation with Heselina watching me sit down with their lovers so they know that we know. And that's it.
That sounds not great either, because they're like, I'm screwed either way if Aetoris tries to reveal that as well. That's why I'm just like, they're just in a worse position. They don't really get much out of it.
Look, Samosa, do what you want to do. Remember, both of us are evil.
Yeah,
Boom
I
Crash,
could
you-
remove the problem,
Boom
and
Crash,
then they
you
don't have to
hearing
worry
this?
about siphoning money to anybody. But I don't think that's. Do you want to hire me for that? I can do that.
'Cause
Are you going to cock block Boom Crash? Is that what you're going to do?
I assume this is towards the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're stargazing. So you're probably not interested
Good
in talking
luck.
right now.
Kelpo,
Just shut up. I'm on a date.
Yeah, Boom Crash is on airplane mode.
God
Yeah,
damn
you
it.
get a message on
alone.
the sending stone, and she just teleports the sending stone to her chambers.
Okay, no, but
I'll
reach out and
we'll go to Heselina, but we're gonna do this not in a way that's threatening their dang secret lover. We're gonna do it in a way that basically says we'll overlook their bribing and funneling of money to their lover, as long as they bring down a Taurus and keep straight laced. And if they need help, we could probably help them out.
Sir Compassion, we could figure out why they're funneling money to their secret lover. Maybe it's because they're in a desperate situation and they need help. and they don't know how else to help them other than giving them money from somebody that is corrupt. Maybe they know other people are corrupt. This is now talking.
Yes, I know, but
Wait, I have a question. We didn't exactly ask the secret lover thing. Is this do we know if the person is married? Like, is this an affair, or is it just
We
like?
we only know from the ledgers, but we haven't looked through them decently. So I think the first things first is if we're gonna go with them, I'll spend the night reading through the ledgers to see if I can get any connections. Like, okay, let's funnel to them. Are they a famous name connected to who, or is it like? So I'll spend the night looking through the ledgers, looking for Hesselina stuff,
Okay, good start.
and then we can go on it more tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that'll be my evening/night and morning.
I'll wait
Would
for
you guys
that.
be
and then
needing
I'll
any
gather.
spells?
Not that I know of.
Okay, then it's the 5th day of staying awake for me then.
Do you want me to? Do you want? I actually have a potion for this. Cures exhaustion. I still haven't ever used that one.
I'll take it.
Okay. If you've been awake for that long, you would be starting to suffer exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really rolled for it, but at this point, it's probably like you're just gaining 1 exhaustion a day. You're probably on like 2 exhaustion at this point.
Okay, I'm on 2 exhaustion. Okay.
I give you a potion of greater vitality that I've never used. When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering, cures any of these, and for the next 24 hours, you gain maximum number of hit points for any hit dice you spend.
Okay, in that case, on the 6th, because there's a 7 stacks of exhaustion, is what causes death, right?
Dear Lord, you're gonna wait until the 7th day.
On the 6th day, yeah.
Well, it's yours, buddy. Put a potion of greater vitality in there.
All right.
Mal, keep an eye on him when you can. Let's go. Well, I technically have a room here, so I'm gonna go to bed. It's fine.
All right. Okay, I'm just gonna go to Viv's apartment then, because. Or unless are we at Kelstone? Or are we still in?
You're
We're
at the
in a
Unicorn's Cask,
Yeah.
hanging out right now.
Fuck that. I'm not gonna stay here and pay for it. I'm gonna go to a place I own.
I mean, sure. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll set my little non-detection thing, and I'll set a little basic trap outside, and there we go.
Uh-huh. Enjoy your comfy bed.
Yep. That's the main reason I wanted to stay here. I don't want to sit in that shack.
It's not a shack. It's just slightly dirty. There's a bed in there. It's just mostly straw. Rude.
We don't have Boom Crash to make a nice thing, so I'm gonna stay here. Okay, see you later, Mal.
Oh my god.
Whatever I'm drinking, I just down it real quick and I'm leaving. I'm like, come on, please don't die. Again.
I say nothing because I don't want to make any promises.
Ugh, I just leave. I'll leave.
I lead him on to the room so and give him space so he can work while I go to sleep.
Yeah, you set up him on so that so that maybe he's in a separate room. All right.
It's like what, 2 gold for a night?
Yeah, it's more like 5 silver. But
I pay for a week. Give him like 2 gold.
sure. That's fair. You're probably here for a few days anyway. And it sets up the room for your retainers and the strange other companion that Mao has traveling with them.
I still didn't notice it, so it's whatever.
Turtle can stay with me.
All right. Maybe you can swooze up to them and get them out of their shell. Anyway.
No.
Oh, so should I make an investigation check on the ledgers or anything? See if I can find any connections?
You're poring over those tonight, then yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to know stuff before I go and confront them.
You had seen proof, but it wasn't immediately mentioned in the ledger.
Yeah, this is more me trying to see if it, like, any names connect or something. Well, that was very bad.
You're not finding too many names in there. You're probably gonna have to look around and maybe like ask around about like people that are near her more and see like her activities. It's probably gonna be a bit more in depth if you want to discover that information.
Well, I guess I'll need Mao's help tomorrow to do some spying.
That's fine.
Yay!
She's probably good at it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, I want you to find them. Yeah, find them and kill them. No, just find them. Yeah, find them and kill them. You keep saying that, Mao. Alright.
Why? Why else would you follow somebody and stalk them for the evening? People just watch people for no reason? That's creepy.
So like
I think you,
murder is better.
you forgot I was an investigator before, so a lot of it's boring now.
Yeah, well, that's watching people for a reason at least, right? No, I
No,
guess this is it.
like 80% of it's waiting for something to happen. It's the 80-20 rule, but you have to sit through the 80%.
Ah,
Fran just puts a hand on your wrist and is just like, it's like Manhunt. You ever play Manhunt?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Manhunt.
Alright, cool.
Without the actual hunting of man. Maybe we played different
Yeah.
manhunts.
Mouse childhood was a little different. You might want to make sure
Aight,
you
aight.
explain the rules.
I'll explain it to you.
I've played Rat Hunt. It's close enough.
That sounds about right, but it also sounds sadder.
Come on, let's
Yeah, sure.
let's go scouting around anyway. Now's probably the best time to do that. So Mal, I'm gonna have you. Let's just get rid of the tavern music. You're still in a tavern, just you know, the music's gone. Alright. Let's have some checks from Mal. We don't need to do stealth yet. At this point, we are trying to do an investigation check. Dan's going to assist you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Come on, I've been looking around Allure for a while. I can probably find where this person is. She takes you to the penthouse where this Esselina Opist lives. She's in one of the ones that isn't a Taurus's tower. And the guard is much stronger right at the entrance, but much weaker up above the upper stories. I'm gonna have you make a stealth check. Alright. Like I said, there's a lot more guards here, but Mao, you're Mao nowhere. You slip by them with ease, and you start climbing up the penthouse using some climbing gear that Brienne had on her.
I know this is going well, but what happened to the turtle?
Oh, the turtle's still there.
Okay.
The turtle's been following them the whole time. I don't know. It's right there.
He thinks he's hidden.
Well, we'll do one for him as well, because Brienne kind of just succeeds with you. But yeah, I know we're unable to find a character named Donatello on the character sheet. Oh no.
You really need
Sorry.
training. You suck. He just fell.
You guys-
He fell down. He's on his shell. And he's like, "Help! I'm a turtle. And I can't get up."
Yeah, you guys like leapt onto the building, and then Donatello like goes to follow you guys, and then just kind of they start like rolling around. Crap! Somebody help me! The guards are coming. I'm gonna have you guys make a emergency athletics check if you want to try to rescue Donatello.
This is gonna fail horribly. I don't think I want to rescue Donatello. I think I want to see him fail.
No,
You recruited him.
the turtle's gonna be turned into a rat if you let him be. So you know, help him out.
Right.
Rolled a 10.
Yeah, that doesn't exactly succeed. You're trying to heft Donatello up, but the shell is just too heavy to push him up, and a guard comes by. Hey, you aren't supposed to be here! Then they rush at you guys. What do you do?
I'm just gonna go invisible.
Alright. You turn invisible. Brienne is probably still up there. They didn't jump down to help you. So you turn invisible. You easily hide. Donatello, as the guard approaches, they spin around and try to do an unarmed strike by doing like a sort of flailing maneuver and get a natural 20 as the guard gets closer. Help me, I've fallen and I can't get up. Dude, you aren't supposed to be here. I'm gonna have to report you. And then they just do a hyper spin, like a Sonic thing. And they do like 3 attacks, and at least 2 of them succeeded. Let's do... Well, max damage would be 11 damage. So yeah, they end up doing like 17 damage to the guy, knocking them away. And they head off and try to get out of there. Let's see, what other features do they have?
He pulled a blue shell.
Kind of. He was the shell. Oh, actually, better yet, he can try to stun them. Forgot.
Oh,
It
just
truly
stun
is.
and run away.
It truly is the blue shell then.
Oh,
Be
well,
purple.
yeah, the person succeeded, so I'll try it again. I mean, he has multiple stunning strikes. Okay, after the second strike, the guard is knocked out, and Donatello leaps onto the building and starts climbing up. And they succeed. They catch up to you, and another guard comes by. Hey, what happened? Ugh, there was like a giant turtle. Turtle? Yeah, like, sure it wasn't a tiefling or something? No, it was like a big-ass turtle. I haven't seen anything like it. Where did it go? I don't know. Look around. They start shining their lanterns everywhere. I'm gonna have you guys make a stealth check now. This time with Donatello. It's a group check.
Great.
Those are usually easier.
Yeah, hopefully you can bend this to be... Well,
Really?
you're gonna have to bend this, it would seem. We'll do Brienne to see the tiebreaker. She's pretty good at stealth, though. Yeah, she's pretty good at stealth. You guys hide behind the turtle. Donatello, like, strikes a pose to try to look like a squeaky old gargoyle. And it seems to work. You guys toss, like, a stone a little ways down, and the guards out of the way. And go to investigate. You guys collectively sigh of relief and continue up the tower. With this, have you guys do a... Have you, Mal. You'll head the investigation. Brienne and Donatello are just kind of be on point. Be on the lookout, just in case. I'm going to have you make a sleight of hand check to try to break into one of the upper story buildings. One of the upper story windows, sorry. Even with the wind howling at you at this height, you're able to cut open the glass, get inside the lock, and open it for your fellows. You tell Donatello to stay outside, but Brienne follows you in to try to help you with investigations. She puts on her hat of disguise and urges you to disguise yourself as well.
I'm invisible.
Oh, right, you're still invisible. Well, yeah, that lasts an hour, so with Brienne just kind of leading the way, she disguises herself as a guard and starts stalking the halls. Now I'm going to have you make a new investigation check.
Assisted, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it
it's still a
doesn't matter.
5.
I just clicked on it and like,
These hallways look the same. Hold on, I have an idea. Excuse me. She flags down a guard. I'm supposed to be changing with, the people guarding Senator Ovalist. What floor are they on? And what's the room number? She's gonna try a deception check. There's not really any way that you guys can help with that, though.
that's fine. I would at least like to kind of move behind the actual guard and just in case
Just in
we knock
case.
him out.
Oh, yeah, they're on the, they're one floor below us, actually. And, it's room 503. Thank you so much. Yeah, don't tell anybody. I mean, I'm supposed to know what I'm doing, but I'm sort of new to this. It's fine. You guys part ways. She kind of nods generally in the hallway, knowing you'll be able to see it. You guys head down to her room.
At some point, I just want to like whisper, like when we're clear, people be like, "Wow, that was really good."
Yeah, I've been sneaking around for a while. I've gotten to know the personalities of some of these guard types.
Huh.
Plus, they're all idiots.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
So do I.
As long as you look
Guards in our party.
As long as you look confident and aren't an asshole to them, then, you can get in anywhere.
They're not paid enough to care.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're mean to them, though, I only
Oh,
say
yeah.
that for your reference.
Cause a problem and you're gonna get a problem.
Trust me, I was mean to them as well. I used to be squatting in Galestone, Wasn't exactly
Yeah.
the most sociable person.
I feel like you're mocking me, but that's a later thing.
Trying to give you advice,
Yeah, I hear it.
because
and
I
it
know
still-
you,
Mm.
and I know what you'll listen to. Me being
Mao,
blunt.
it's only mockery if it's true.
This is very true.
Alright, you find the room. There are some guards there, and with Priyan's deceptive tactics, she's able to dismiss them. There's one guard left, though. Now, do you want to take care of that?
Yeah.
Non-lethally?
Per request, yes.
I just gotta make sure. I'm trying to start an incident.
So I'll do an attack.
You could do an assassinate.
Non-
right?
Yeah, can I do that?
They're
non-lethally?
surprised, and you can... Yeah, I'll allow you to assassinate non-lethal.
It just means like they hit the
Yeah.
right exact
Just pull
temple
up-
point.
You just pull a Batman, and, you get up behind them, and you choke them out.
Vulcan
Oh.
neck grab.
There's nothing for me to target, so I'll just roll for a scimitar. Okay.
Yeah, with a natural 20 and with the sneak attack all maxed out, I think that's at least 96 damage.
Something like that, yeah.
That's enough to take out a knight. They have like 50 hit points. You easily take out the knight. You neck pinch them and they go down.
Vulcan neck pinch.
Just make it look like he's taking a nap in the corner, so he'll get in trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys set him up so he's leaning next to like a suit of armor in the hallway. Right.
Perfect.
You guys are able to... The door is locked from the outside, but I'll have you make a Thieves' Tools check now.
Oh, right. These tools.
Well, same roll
Same
either
thing.
way. Yeah, it was easy enough to break for you. DC 20. You slip on inside, and it's a rather large penthouse. There's a light on in one of the back rooms. You can hear some... well, you hear something going on in there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna keep going through.
It's a kind of moaning sound and some slapping noises.
Oh no! Now doesn't know what fucking is, so she's just gonna keep going.
They're
Oh,
having
God,
they're having a
that's
hard
true.
time kneading that dough. It must be a really rough bakery.
Does Priyan know what that is, though? Would she stop Mal?
She knows what that is, but she also assumes... I also assume that Mao has enough knowledge to not go into a room where there's light and sound coming from it. You're
I'm
trying
invisible.
to sneak. You went out of your invisibility to attack the guard.
Oh, I did. You are right. So you are also right. I would definitely not put myself into a room where there's light.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are
forgot
sneaking
about that.
around. Brienne just kind of looks at you. I think that this investigation might be easier than we thought. We can find out at least what they look like.
Should we steal some of their shit first? We're
Here
here.
to steal, unless
know,
we
they're
can
busy.
find something incriminating. Tell you what, I know some of these documents. I'll have a look around, catch a glimpse at our perpetrator. Just don't get caught.
As long as you get a glimpse, you can scry on them later.
I'll make sure that I use disguise self so I look like someone else. I want to look like a Taurus.
Oh my
You know?
God.
Good for you. You disguise yourself as a Taurus Voladel, consul of the Jewelers Council.
I just want to give them extra nightmares. Like if they see a person from the shadows, they'll see him.
Oh dear. Alright.
You don't know what their sex life is like. They might invite him along.
But they're scared of him. I don't know if
They're
he's
scared. They're scared of him revealing the secret. For all they know, they could have invited him anyway.
Oh no. Well, we'll find out soon enough. See
Alright.
how a Taurus swings.
So Mao, I assume you're still trying to sneak it first.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the dark, like shadows, so that way if they perceive, kind of like a ghost story sort of thing, you perceive someone off in the distance.
Yes, I
and then
can
they
see the
stop and
movie
freak
in
out.
my
Okay.
head where they're
Okay.
fucking and then somebody appears out of the shadows. But before you roll, I think it's
All right,
more.
Jason Voorhees.
I think it's more prudent. Yeah, there's some virgins in here.
No, they are not.
Yeah, some non-virgins in here. Sorry, opposite. All right, I'm gonna have Priyan do her roll first, so that we
For
can
investigation.
get
God,
that
because
out
she's
of the
probably
way.
better.
She's actually not better.
Really?
Well,
We're
she's probably
both bad.
sorry. She's better than you. She doesn't have investigation as like a skill, but she does have +3.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
She's just smarter than Mel.
Yeah.
All right. She manages to root around some things, and she might have found something. But I'm paying attention to that right now. Got something more interesting for Mao to pay attention to. So, make your stealth check. Yeah, as is tradition, you didn't roll below 10 because of your reliable talent. You're able to stick to the shadows, and you kind of peek around through the crack of a doorway. You see something nightmarish going on. Seems like they're wrestling in there, but without their clothes on? I don't know what it could be, but someone sure seems to like it. They both seem to be enjoying themselves.
I'll make like a coughing noise just so they get their attention.
Wait, you're trying to break stealth?
Well, I was thinking from like their shadows to try and creep them out. That was my whole thing. Like I just want to be. I'm not gonna sit there and stare and watch them the entire time.
Your mission was to get a picture of them, not to necessarily engage.
No, at least I'll know what they look like now, and they'll freak out. They're both gonna have to look at me if I make a coughing noise, right?
Okay, make a coughing noise, and they both suddenly stop. They tumble onto the bed, and then Heselina takes the covers and puts them over herself. This other male figure takes a pillow and puts them in a key location, and they start looking at the doorway. Who's there?
Hey,
Show
so
yourself.
She gotta look though. You gotta describe what they look like.
Yeah,
to her.
yeah. Let me see, because they're in the light and I'm in the dark. I get to see what they're doing, or who they are. I already know what they're doing.
So you have Heselina's image in the token. She kind of looks like
Yeah.
that. She's an elf, and she's with a half elf that they kind of have like a bald head and a goatee. They kind of have like slightly lighter skin than she does, but still like on the dark side. But otherwise, you don't catch much else in the darkness. You're also not wearing anything of note. I'll have you make a perception check, though.
Clothes on the ground and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, you look around on the ground, and you can see something. You see their outfit, and I'm going to have you make a history check. This is probably the most difficult of these checks for you.
Yeah, that's fair.
You catch a glimpse at their outfit. You don't know... You can't glean anything Sherlock Holmesian style from the outfit, but you at least can remember it. All right.
I step
Proceed.
into the light slightly so I could freak them out.
You proceed into the light, and Esselina backs up terrified. Hey, Taurus! What are you doing here? The male figure kind of backs up.
I'm just going to kind of... I don't want to use any sort of words to, like, give myself away, but I'll just like, straighten up and kind of just, like, slowly stare at her consort. And then look back. And then...
I thought that you were indisposed. I had heard about what happened on the steps, yesterday, 2 days ago.
I'm just gonna go, and just kind of like move in. I want to go, where is the clothing that I saw? Was it kind of like at least closer to like the doorway maybe? I could pick it up and
It was kind of piled, I'll say near the bed. Unfortunately.
I'll walk in and I'm going to go and pick up the clothes so I can examine them closer. And then just sort of look at them and then look back at the bed.
What a power play move.
Hey, Taurus? Aren't you gonna say anything? As you move in, I'm gonna have you make a performance check. You have
Sure.
advantage to act as the person you're disguised against.
Going to
Disguise.
scowl and sort of shake my head as in like no as well. Like I'm not going to speak. I'm just kind of like disappointment sort of thing. Performance, right?
You let out a simple tisk, tisk, tisk. roll for her and him. Right?
Oh, that's pretty close.
It is pretty close. Let me check and
Who
see
rolled
if...
what?
Well, I said her and him, so I'm going to stick with that.
Okay.
The guy does have... They both have stats. One's a noble and one's a... something else. Okay. They do have a bonus to wisdom. They don't necessarily have insight, but they do have a bonus to wisdom. So, they get up. Don't just stand there. You already know about this. He stands up and kind of like tosses the pillow aside. Just tell us what you want with us. Do reach the clothing, but they are suspicious. At least he is.
Well, how about I... Alright, so clothing in hand. I have something. I'm just going to immediately cast darkness, and I'm going to try and duck out and just run.
Okay.
So just
Slightest sign
throwing
of
the
aggression, you cast darkness.
whole room just in darkness.
Yeah.
So, I guess the way we're approaching this is we can protect you from a Taurus, because all you did was make them think they need to be more loyal to him.
Guess so, maybe. I also don't know who the fuck that one is, so... And I didn't hurt them.
I think the impression they got was that a Taurus is like a cockroach. There's
Yes.
a little bit of light, and they just scurry away out into the darkness.
What is it that you want? And then you just like, Kara-doom! And then darkness fills the room.
I take the clothing and I scoot out and I grab Brienne by the arm and I'm just like, go, 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 go.
What's going on? She looks
Okay,
back
fine.
over her shoulder and sees the darkness. Shit, I told you not to get seen! And Brienne has like a little...
Oh
Brienne
yeah, I
has
look
little
like a
ledger.
Taurus right now.
Well, she kind of got the idea. She knows you can do that.
I understand, but now I'm just walking around the guard in the Senate house as a Taurus. It's fine.
That's not a good thing either.
Why? He's
Everybody
alive.
thinks he's dead.
Well, they don't... They
No.
know that he's in recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know that was just a simulacrum, because they have enough knowledge of that to put two and
Okay,
two
that's
together.
fair.
Could still be another simulacrum. No, they don't know.
Anyway, you guys start fast walking around the room. Hesselina and this other mysterious figure burst out, and they start shouting for the guards. Guards! Guards! There's an imposter here! They look like a Taurus! And you guys
All right,
kind
fair.
of start power walking even faster. Yeah, at this point, let's make a new... You probably get seen by at least one of the guards before you can make it to the window that you broke in. So I'm going to have you make an attack roll.
Okay.
Let's see if you can assassinate this guard. Okay, well, if you're just going to roll natural 20s, I thankfully don't need to pull out any, like, you know, hit points or anything.
I will try to be non-lethal.
You leap on the guard and just use your weight to bring them down to the ground. You slam their head against the ground, and Brienne just kind of knocks off a wall and slams into another, like, mage that was running around the tower. You guys continue running. Let's have you make an athletics check to get there real
I
fast.
hate these. Hate these.
The guards start catching up with you. They've seen you before you get to the window. Do you have anything you want to do? You can try to get out of here without more violence.
Does Priyan have her smoke bomb still?
She does.
Yeah,
Covers that
smoke
each
bomb.
day. Alright, Priyan tosses out a smoke bomb and starts filling the room with gas. The window is open. You slide out through there. I'm going to have you make no checks. You already know your escape route. But I will do your acrobatics to descend quickly.
Okay.
Donatello's waiting for you outside, pretending to be a gargoyle. What's going on? And you start tumbling
Breathing.
down. Donatello follows you down with Priyan in tow. And you guys make your escape. The guards are all rushing into the building, trying to secure the perimeter inside. You guys escape with your lives and with your prize. Alright. That was quite a bit.
And now we have something to scry on.
But you have something to scry on, and Priyan thinks that she has some proof.
That's the important piece.
But we need to know who they are too.
Yeah, I think I did find who they are.
Oh.
I found their briefcase. They left it here in the other room.
Oh, well, that was fun. It's fine.
It's...
I almost scared the shit out of them. You should have seen their faces. It was great.
I'll bet. They were doing the nasty in the other room from the sounds of it. I didn't want to see that. That's why I made you. Sorry.
Whatever, it's fine. I wasn't really paying attention to any of that.
Fair enough. Anyway, their name is Louise Arvanal. Louise?
Louis?
Well, either way.
Louis
I'll put it in the chat. There you go.
Yay, I spelt it completely differently.
Of course. It's a fantasy
Who's
name,
that?
and you're Dan. So,
We met them? Is that an archivist that that works for Taurus? No? Okay.
I haven't met them.
Okay.
From the looks of it, they are a priest of St. Cuthbert, one of the minor churches here, but they have a vow of celibacy.
Hmm. Curthus Cuthbertson.
Thankfully, it's my rival that has that. So, you have managed to make out with this piece of damning evidence against the senator.
Interesting.
Meanwhile, let's go back to Galestone.
Well, if we don't need the clothes to it, I just want to burn them before, going off to someplace safe.
All right, let's turn it nighttime. Don't worry, this turns nighttime as well. So, let's do, I don't know, this one. Okay, it's nighttime, and Boomcrash and Juliana are on the tower.
Cute.
Juliana takes you up excitedly to see the stars on top of the tower. She just says it's kind of the same thing. Like, it's just easier to see, and there's so much to see. Things glimmering, and there's lights in the town, but my eyes aren't strained when I look at those feathers.
Wait, what feathers?
These ones. And she kind of pets your arm.
Yeah, it's... And she sort of blushes and sort of shuffles around because the disintegration hurt and her plumage is probably still on its way back.
Sorry.
Oh.
The other arm, then.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's one of the things about feathers is that they definitely do grow back. But yeah, it's good to heal and it's good to take the time that you need. And yeah, I mean, I grew up in Allure. I'm still kind of unused to the countryside, but the sky is really nice.
Yeah. I won't say that I know exactly what you felt when you were with a Taurus, but kind of empathize with it at least a bit. I was treated very well there. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's... As long as you keep him happy, yeah, there's a lot of complicated feelings and memories there.
I was never in any danger, but I just was trapped and helpless. Do anything to get out, and started just looking to him whenever I needed permission to do anything. He was nice. He gave me his entire library to pour through. I learned some spells while I was there. Some useful spells, by the way. We'll have to go through that.
That is excellent. But yeah, he's very good at being very pleasant, and he knows how to get people on his side. And he definitely prefers the honey before vinegar if he can get away with it. And you were smart. You survived. You didn't challenge. You didn't fight back. And I know that because, one, you're still around and you didn't get hurt. There's no scarring that I can see, at least.
I had something to keep me going.
I'm glad. And I'm glad that you're stuck there anymore. And I'm happy to talk about my experience with a Taurus as well, because it'll sort of help contextualize. And I'm so sorry that you were targeted. It's our fault. It's my fault.
But you still came. And honestly, I'll always remember being able to shove him out a window.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
That was pretty badass.
That was very impressive. Real stone cold awesome.
I can even help you turn some of his spells against him, hopefully. I learned his Globe of Invulnerability, his Cone of Cold, his Private Sanctum spell. I can hide this keep, like, permanently if I cast it enough times. His guards and wards that he would set up, well, had his people set up. He wouldn't bother doing that.
Of course not.
Even a
But-
planar binding spell. So much to learn, and I mean, now that I can see, I can read even more books.
And I think we have a couple. And there are other spellcasters here if you ever want to compare notes and learn more. And
Oh, I've
feel
met
free to do, yeah, I know, but still, like, get to know them, because I don't know, but Herschel, he's an odd duck, and it takes a while to get him to relax around you.
Honestly, he seemed a bit more relaxed around me. He said Paranor kept following him around. He said he needed a break. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, I coughed. Yeah, Paranor is an interesting tale, but I'll let her come to you about that. It's not necessarily my story to share.
I'll talk to them in time.
Yeah.
Maybe when they don't have a corpse on the table.
Yeah.
She says thank you for
Very-
pointing it out, by the way. The mass grave,
It's
I guess.
it's nice that it benefited someone, I suppose. But I want you to feel like all of that protection, the warding, that's your specialty, and we would be so grateful and happy for you to do that. And if you wanted the supplies and materials, we'd of course provide it. But you're not obligated to. It's this, if you would like, this is your home. You are worthy of care and being here. You don't have to earn your keep.
It's okay. I want to. I like
Okay.
this as a home. It's far away from the city, and far away from the vintners, from a Taurus. Someone that I care about.
I'm really glad to have you here, and I'm glad to hear that. And you can go back to Allure whenever you like. You're not bound here. And you have your freedom.
That chance. And she goes in for a hug.
Oh, yay, cuddles.
Hashtag cuddles.
Boom
and-
Crash is sort of fluffed up and she's very happy, but is also like respecting boundaries and not pushing it because yikes.
Well, you guys start making fireworks on top of the tower. Literally, you guys are sharing your prestidigitation kind of spells, and creating a light show. Crowd is like gathered below, and they've like started clapping and cheering for their benevolent wizard lords above.
Christ.
Oh god.
And
Dr. Doom is
I
here.
gotta set up elections too.
damn.
No, you don't.
And yeah,
We will rule forever.
This is a collective. Relax.
you
The
shower.
board's a collective.
You shower the place in a bunch of fireworks, and you guys hang out for the night and spend the night together however you guys wish to do so. However
Whatever you
wish to
imagine
do
is
so.
Taking
canon.
it slow and sweet and romantic. That's all. That's the main hope for right now.
Sure. And I mean, Juliana has private sanctum, so she can block all sound and scrying and anything that you need to have blocked. With that, let's
Okay.
go back to Alore.
You wake up the next morning and have a bunch of unanswered sending stone messages like, "What's going on? Why can't we contact you?" I was worried. Oh, somebody told me that you were having a date with Juliana. I'm sorry. I might have left a few messages. It's like the last one out of 20.
Daylight rises once more, and yeah, you guys have probably one day before things go down. Is there anything in particular that you guys want to do today? Perhaps talk to the senators.
I guess, yeah, I guess because Mao did the thingy yesterday. Then would that have still been within the same day? Or would I have had time to like go over the stuff and maybe look into it a little bit as well?
Well, that was last night. You
Mhm.
wake up and Mao and Prien have like
Snuck
passed.
into the room somehow.
They probably
Okay.
passed out in the bar, honestly.
Hey Mao, I didn't find anything in the ledger. You all right?
There's light outside. Stop talking. It's sleep time.
It's time to go talk to the senators. I mean, I need to maybe have you look into the lady. Or
No, the Priyan got stuff.
wait,
Here,
what?
I grab
Yeah.
the ledger and I slide it over.
It's right. It's right. Yes, you got it.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess I can go talk to them now and just say that we won't reveal this to them, but they need to take
Sure.
down a Taurus.
I may or may not have seen them do what did you say? The dirty? Do the dirty? That
They
thing.
were having sex.
Yeah,
No, they
whatever.
were having sex.
Can I see if I want to see if I can see the turtle now?
Well, actually, you hear someone behind you. Guys, I got us coffee. Hello.
Who is this?
I'm Donatello.
Yeah.
Mao, who is this?
Introduce yourself, Donatello. I'm tired.
I was working for the Vintners, and I thought that it would be best if I worked with you guys instead.
He's a new hire.
Okay, glad to have you on the team, Donatello. I guess Mao's showing you the ropes?
Well, they tried to show me something last night. I'm
And
sure
then
I'll
he
get it
fell
soon.
off a tower.
But the point is, I am familiar with the Vintners' operations in the sewers.
Well, hopefully we don't need to call on you, but I guess Mao could look after you for now. I'm gonna go talk to the senator then.
Sure. Also, I guess here's a tapestry for some of the freaking, devil shit down in there.
I guess I'll swing by Varys's office? Or no, what's his... Is it Varys?
Bastelin.
Vesselin?
Vaselin's office
Vaseline.
before.
Yeah, Varys is one of the big honcho lake senators.
He was the least
He's
bound person.
the corrupt one that we do not want
Yes.
to mess with right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
Alright, you head to Vaseline. You get them some more evidence that helps build the case. I'll just say that that's been submitted as something that might be able to help you later. Okay.
And I guess is the lady, what's her name? Hesselina in her office, or can I actually reach her?
Yeah.
Do I have to go through a thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's got to be there every day. Although it seems that she's not seeing people there. She's not seeing like public people today for some reason.
I'm gonna be okay. I'll do the Mal thing. I'm gonna tell one of the guards it's urgent. It concerns certain vows that people have made.
Zumasu not being nice? Woo!
Make an intimidation check, Mr. Not Nice Guy.
I just want to get an audience. That's pretty good.
I will tell her. The
She'll
guard.
know what it means.
The guard goes inside and tells them. Hear like some noise inside. What? Fine, let them in. Be quick about it. And door opens, you're let inside. And she's looking at you, kind of like her head's down, but her eyes are up, and she's like, "What do you want?"
Do you mind if we have some privacy?
Clear the room. The guards leave.
I suppose you know that that I would know about your little affair that's going on?
Who are you? Someone
don't
came
recog-
to me last night, disguised as a Taurus. I know it wasn't really him. So who are you and what do you want?
Well, I want you to help me take down a Taurus, and that might have been one of my associates that didn't quite do it as tactfully but got the job done. To be honest, I have nothing against what you're necessarily doing except for the funneling funds. I am curious why you would need to do that.
So you do know.
Well, I take out some ledgers. These are copies of a Taurus's books. With these, we might be able to rid the city of his, shall we say, shenanigans.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
You're supposed to be bad guy. Why be nice guy?
Yay!
Yeah, a 25. She starts flipping through the book. This is damning shit. We could definitely take down a Taurus with this.
You will notice that it does list you here, though. Some of these funds you shuffled around. So, I suggest, if you cooperate, we can always say, you get a little amnesty for all this. And Taurus won't bother you anymore, and I'm not going to say anything about your lover, as long as, you're keeping the books away from him.
Listen, I'm all for it if you're going to take down a Taurus. I can play nice with him for as long as you need me to, but I don't want to reveal anything until I'm sure that he's gone.
Unfortunately, the thing concerning wizards is that they are kind of difficult to deal with, but...
By
getting
gone, I mean ruined.
Oh, yes.
He won't have any reason to force me to back him if he's ruined by this.
You could always feign ignorance of any accusations, I get it.
Exactly.
Yes, well, I've already talked to some senators. There will be an investigation that might be revealed soon if you haven't already heard. I need you to vote, of course, against whatever would favor a Taurus. And the other thing I'd request is to get the city back on track is to probably let in the senator for the Underdark. That's a little project that would ease tensions, probably make things more easy to deal with, instead of just having forces clash.
Alright. Yeah. I can be sure to do that. I know that came up yesterday, so... Yeah, if this gets this mess out of my hair, then I'm all for it. I hate that bastard.
Well, that's another thing we have in common then. You can keep that copy. We have a few more. As you know, he has other senators under his thumb, but we need to at least sway probably at least one more. Any
Okay.
ideas of who would be a good one?
Good question!
I don't know if they talk. I'm gonna just see.
From looking through the book, she sees that Casmut and Varys are under a Taurus's thumb. She says if they're being bribed, they might still be able to listen to more money. Varys is probably the flakiest of the bunch. I mean, what you've described, I just wouldn't trust Azaki. Azaki already is friends with a Taurus. They're
Of course.
very tight. I've seen them just had tea with each other.
Just
Gavrak, as a dwarf, probably doesn't have any good tidings with the elves. Might be able to talk to him, though it is in the arcane seat, so I'll warn you of that.
Did Gavrak vote yes or no? I don't remember.
They voted against it,
Okay.
but they don't normally vote with a Taurus.
So maybe Gavrak actually wouldn't be such a bad choice. So I guess my options are either to speak with money or talk to Gavrak, maybe. By the way, can I also do like a look her up and down? Does she have any dragonfly memorabilia? Like, I'm assuming from the way she's talking, she probably doesn't.
She doesn't.
Okay. If you aren't, I suppose you might already know, but the dragonflies are anyone with dragonfly jewelry, the Jewelers Guild thing. That's part of the whole elf conspiracy piece that's kind of being revealed by these books as well.
Elf conspiracy? I just thought this was Vintner's stuff.
Well, the short of it is, Atorus's little pet project is the Court of Dragonflies prefers elves to be in control of Aloy, if you get what I mean.
I don't need to hear all that stuff. I'm sure that'll come out in whatever you're doing.
Mostly just stay away from anybody with Dragonfly memorabilia. That's all.
Oh. Okay, I understand.
Keep anything on. Yeah.
Best get out of here.
All right. I guess I'll go see Gabrick. Thank you for your help, and I hope I can rely on you later. Your secret's safe with me, of course.
You have my allegiance.
Thank you. Have a good day. I'll knock on the door and say, our business is done. You can come back in.
She kind of breathes a sigh of relief, and is kind of just, like, running her hands up her head like, oh, it's finally over. Or about to be. That's the impression you get anyway. You head out.
Yay.
Alright. Anybody else doing anything today? Even if it's just making scrolls or spells or...
Crime?
Okay.
I feel like I've done enough.
I think you need a long
crime.
rest.
Yeah, I think I need a long rest. It's nap time. I'm gonna sleep in Zimos' room.
Sure. I mean, he bought it
Okay.
for you.
Yeah, but he's just gonna. No, I have my own room. in a
Hey,
different
you
apartment.
specifically ignore your room and go to Zimos' room. Got it.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
isn't like I'm there? I'm keeping an eye on him, sort of.
Sure. Amon is starting to fade away. He's getting even more exhaustion, assuming you haven't used the potion yet.
I'm gonna wait till the last moment.
Yeah, his eyes are starting to sink as he's constantly poring over these scrolls, dictating prayers to Nerul, and, you know, doing all of the fine effort of using the diamond dust to mix it in with inks and calligraphy, this magical religious text onto a massive opulent scroll.
Does Amon need to be knocked out? Like, is he just refusing to go to bed?
Yes.
How many more days do you need until you're gonna die?
He has 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, he's fine. Never mind.
He has 3 more days until he dies.
By the way, you become inefficient after, because exhaustion starts affecting your ability scores. How? At what point?
Just after the first one, it starts
Oh.
affecting ability checks.
He's just
Maybe-
sitting and writing.
Maybe he should take a break, because at this point it's one of those your dividends aren't paying because you're too tired to do it well.
I bring him food.
Well,
Look, this is an excuse to not fall asleep. That's basically the entire thing. Not be forced to go to sleep.
He doesn't want the dreams, but our characters don't realize why he's doing this. We just think he's acting weird.
right, Amon, I'm gonna have you make a religion check.
Oh boy, this is what I'm exactly avoiding.
You have disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, okay. There's my character. I was like, where is my character?
You're all gathered near the Senate since it seems to be the most...
You said a wisdom save?
No, I said a religion check.
Oh, right. Sorry. Disadvantage.
12. You're definitely slowing down in your progress, but you're still able to continue for now. You're fighting through this tiredness, a self-inflicted test that you're giving yourself to show your devotion to Nerul. Well, at least to this cause that you've put yourself in front of. But Nerul's kind of adjacent to that. Anyway,
Look, either way, he's gonna claim me one way or the other.
it'll probably take an additional day to finish this scroll.
Oh, I thought scrolls take like months.
I mean, does. Not a ton of months, but find it. I can probably find that pretty quick. Boom
They're
Crash, what are
pretty
you
heavy.
doing today, by the way?
I am geeking out with Juliana, and we are sharing spells,
Alright.
and I'm learning whatever she has to offer.
Okay, a 5th level spell. You're doing Greater Restoration, right?
Yes.
That takes 4 work weeks.
All right.
God.
So
If he's doing it for 24 for most of the day, does he get that a little bit faster then by 0.5 or something?
It's 4 weeks, man. It's not going to matter.
It won't
But I
matter
mean-
that much, but you'll be doing it twice as fast for this week. So if you can make it through the whole week, you'll have done 2 work weeks in 1 work week.
Yeah, your crunching time at least is showing some work is what I'm trying to get.
Bro, you work at EA or something? Anyway,
Rockstar.
Rockstar. I was trying to think of one. Anyway, yeah, so it's gonna take a bit. You might need that potion sooner rather than later, but you don't gain any more exhaustion from this. Boom Crash. Let me find Juliana's spells. Okay. So amongst their spells, they have Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum. They have Arcane Eye. They learned Planar Binding, Globe of Invulnerability, and Guards and Wards. Those are like 3rd level spells, 5th level spells. Sorry, 4th level spells, 5th level spells, and 6th level spells. You can't really learn the 6th levels due
I
to
can't
your...
learn 6. Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess it's fine just to put them in there to show you generally what they do. But you could learn Planar Binding, which is an unusual one. Or Cone of Cold, if you really wanted it.
I don't necessarily need cold damage, I don't think. I have a pretty diverse array.
That's fine.
Um,
I didn't put it in there initially because I was like, you might already have it or you might not. But Planar Binding is a more unique spell, as is Private Sanctum, as is Arcane Eye, but you kind of have your own Arcane Eye and Goose. It's literally an eye that floats around and can see stuff, but it's invisible.
That's kind of useful.
okay. Yeah, I'm going to read through these and I'll choose, and she can choose anything from my spell list, I guess. We'll just be trading.
Yeah, you guys are trading spells. It's going a bit quicker than usual, though you do have to like teach Juliana the symbols of visible words.
She's used to Braille.
She's used to Braille. Or whatever
been
its
a bit
equivalent is
since-
in this universe.
Yeah.
Common Braille. And yeah, so she's kind of relearning the alphabet a little too. But thankfully magic is something that is almost always visible in her head, so the spells themselves are kind of easy, just the margins are hard to overcome. But you spend the day doing that. Alright, Zumasu, why don't we go to Gavrak? Is anybody else joining you?
Mao's
He's finally
Mao's
giving himself up.
hungover, and Amon is doing his thing, so I guess
He's
not at the
hungover.
moment then. Yeah.
I mean, they're both fine to go now. It probably took you some time to talk to Hesselina and get yourself in there.
I guess we'll say I probably in a lobby I'm like talking quietly as to not draw attention, just be like over the sending stone to Mao, just like, hey, this is what happened, yada yada yada. Do you or Amon want to meet me to talk to the next one? Do you think I should just do this solo?
You know, you're better at it than me. Not gonna lie. Unless you think you need a sword there, maybe I shouldn't be present?
You still sound like your little had a light night. You can still rest if you want, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll just keep an open channel, I guess.
I'll still keep tabs on him on.
Yeah,
When are you getting arrested?
probably in a
Tomorrow.
DM, it's like probably tomorrow. So after today, I'll probably have you take my stuff, and I'll stay in the room alone. You know.
Alright.
All right. So, talk to you in a bit.
Right. You find Gavrak's Office of Operations. They have their own dwarven guard, it seems. 2 wizards that have been hired to specially guard Gavrak's place. He isn't really seeing any from the public. And to be fair, the public doesn't have the best view of the arcane seat right now, so it's with reason that he does so. One of the dwarves stops you at the gate. Hey now, where are you going?
I'd request an audience with Gravrak if that's fine. I'm a
Gavrak
friend
ain't
of-
seeing anybody. Senator Toravir is confined for the day.
I'm a friend of Dungale, if that means anything.
They kind of like arch their eyebrows. Just who
Yeah,
are
it's-
you?
Shot in the dark. I'm the owner of Galestone.
Are you disguised?
Nope.
Alright. Make a persuasion check. With advantage. You have a dwarven ambassador, after all.
Yep, that's what I was hoping.
Alright. You explain the situation, and, you name drop, the dwarves at Galestone, like the,
Darkbow Company.
Darkbow Company. You name drop, Pogrim, your ambassador. And the dwarves are more than impressed. They consider you a friend of the dwarves. Well, whatever news you have, I'm sure that Toravir will understand. We will go ahead and announce your presence. One of the dwarves goes in, while the other one kind of is outside casually bantering with you. And eventually the doors open. Senator Toravir can see you now.
I head in. How does he look?
Well, he's got thick red hair, teal eyes, an angular nose, and tanned skin for a dwarf. He must have spent some time on the surface.
I was gonna say teal eyes, like that's unusual.
I guess
Yeah.
what I mean is like kind of what's his demeanor. He just annoyed somebody showed up.
He does seem quite annoyed.
Okay.
It seems he has a sort of fiery disposition normally, but his guards have calmed him down. So, you're a friend of the dwarves, it seems. How can I help you, Mr. Galestone?
Well, I guess want to preface this was how do you feel about the Senator Aetoris, and his goings on?
Well, he's advocated for the arcane seat, so I can't complain.
I suppose that's a fair point. My business mainly concerns him and his moves against the city of Ilori on the whole, and I produce one of the crime Bibles. I have evidence that, if you've heard, there have been accusations against Galestone turning against Ilori. But this evidence shows that Aetoris has been, for a long time, not having the best interests of the city. And if you want to take a look at that, I'll even let you keep a copy. We're trying to prove that he was responsible for a lot of the goings on and hopefully bring the city back together. You know, getting somebody to pin this on and help unify the city again. And I hand him the ledger.
That sounds like you got lofty goals, Mr. Galestone. Tell you what's in it for me? I understand you have goals of uniting this place, but my only goals are making sure that the arcane seat maintains its current position.
Well, on the whole, I am an adventurer as well. At least I've become one over the past year. I know a few powerful wizards. We've traveled to some interesting places. And even some of the students from the, the academy have do some work over at Galestone. And as a place to share magical knowledge, we'd be happy to share some of it with the arcane seed. And, you know, I have access to Famladan from time to time, even, if you've heard of that city.
Make a persuasion check. I'll say you have done well, and you will negate... Actually, the fact that you're a friend of the dwarves and the fact that you did so well are going to give you advantage. His angry disposition was going to give you disadvantage initially.
Cool.
But you've pushed it over.
Nice.
Alright,
That worked well.
a 29. What did you say your name was again?
Zumasu Serpenthelm.
Serpenthelm is a right strange name in dwarven concerns, but I'm still happy to call you an ally. He puts out a hand. I think
Give it a shake.
if you have access to this Famladan and as many arcane secrets as you lead me to believe, floating tower is quite well interesting. I think we can be friends. I'll do whatever you need to take down this Aetoris fella, as long as you make sure you continue to advocate for the arcane seat. on your behalf.
Yes.
Don't want to make enemies of the mages of Allure.
I very well understand that. I'm gonna probably sweeten him up and tell him a little bit about the siege of the undead and how the mages helped out and the Darkbow Company helped out to kind of embellish things. But then just like kind of let him know that the idea would be like Arcane Sea people could come stay at Galestone to like maybe do a field trip to Famladan or something. But then then I'm probably going to mention the dragonflies, which probably might solidify things. Which brings me to another point about a Taurus and his little goings on. Do not trust anyone with dragonfly perfora, memorabilia, anything of the sort. They are kind of elf supremacists, and that was a thing going on in the background as well.
What? Elf
yes.
supremacy? Puh.
Yeah. So
The only thing they're supreme of being uppity, stuck-up bastards.
So that
I
being
like this guy.
That being said, two things will probably be coming up. I'm probably going to be going on trial and arrested to, plead my case, and I'd hope you have my back during that, considering the evidence I'm giving you as well. And then secondly, for the sake of getting the city back on track, commerce going back, the Undercroft really should have its own senator, so that the interests of the people can be a little bit more calmed. And I'd hope that you could also agree to that.
I'll think about it. The people of the Undercroft aren't necessarily on our side as far as the Arcane Seat goes. But
this would be a good way to help them, appease them at least.
Remember that the Idolists are, because you're a paladin, are specifically more aligned to the religious side. They're kind of anti-mage. So you're going to need to make the argument with your base eventually that mages are good.
Yeah.
Magic is an abomination.
Well, that's where I'm going to be bringing my friendly mage friends to help smooth things over, hopefully.
Or you can just do some warlock magic and be like, dude, it's not bad, it's fine, it's great. Blast back everybody 20 feet.
Listen, if you can lean them followers of yours, as you're saying, for magic, necessarily against religion, but just, smooth things over, then I'd be more willing to give them at least a voice. Senate. If enough senators are willing as well.
I understand. I am due to talk with them as well. But I appreciate you understanding on at least the other matter, and I'll see what I can do on this one.
Very well. He nods and dismisses you.
Alright. I start heading back, and I'm gonna tell the party
Right.
what just happened.
It looks like, from dem pink markings, that you have at least a slight advantage over the rest of them.
Nice.
You can still
Yay.
try and bribe somebody.
It's true. We could go to Casmet and just bribe them with more money. I literally just found so much money.
That's fair, and it's not an elf.
True. Casmet is a dragonborn. She was given money, 50,000 gold pieces per year from a
He was
Taurus.
the expensive one.
Yep.
We only need the vote once.
And Varys, yeah, but Varys was, Haslina said that Varys was a bit of a flake. So he's an elf, but eh.
He was also only recently brought into the fold of the Court of Dragonflies. You witnessed him meeting with a Taurus for the first time, and now
But
he's
he's-
suddenly on the payroll.
But he said yes, which makes him a racist.
Well, he was convinced that war is in Allore's best interests, and him being an elf would just benefit.
I guess that's somewhat fair. We'd have to talk with him to get his true nature.
Yeah, he's not great, but he's flaky enough he might be able to be convinced. Casman, on the other hand, is just dosh.
Give me money.
At least that's the vibe you get from the stuff
From,
you've...
from all the talks with people we've had.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably have time to meet with one more senator. Who would you like to meet with?
Okay, party. I'm talking after meeting with Gavrik. So, just to make sure we got this set in stone, you think we should just straight up bribe Casmid, or should I try and talk to Varys? Since it seems like since he's new enough, he might not be totally with the conviction of the dragonflies, more so out of convenience sort of thing.
Mm.
I
kind of
Hmm.
kind of think Varys might be interesting since he has the military ties too. Maybe could get a little bit less brutality on the Leaf Crown sign and more withdrawal on the war front.
Yeah, it would definitely be a huge boon for the anti-war effort as well as the investigation.
Might just be
However,
harder.
he's definitely profiting from the double dealing, and he might still be into it.
Mhm.
What's Casamet's deal again, other than being super expensive
They are
and pro magic?
they're the senator for the arcane seat. That's otherwise all you really know about them. They're one of the 3 senators for the arcane seat. Gavrak and Hesselina are the others.
Could we do just like a general investigation check or a knowledge check on Varys's connection to the books, other than just the bribe? Like, was he aware of the double dipping when it comes to the weapons? Because he wasn't getting a cut of that, we'd guess, right?
Well, you only know that he was bribed, so if he was bribed, he's probably not privy to most things. He was
Okay.
probably more paid to just be on their side.
Okay. I think warming up to Varys might make things easier to get to the next stage. I'll take your advice and not bring up the whole devil thing too much until that comes up. But if we already have his ear to some degree, we can at least push for then the war piece afterwards.
I'll also have Boomcrash do a history check. Okay. The other thing that you know about Casmet from just being in the arcane seat, you did learn that of the 3 senators, she is a divination wizard expert. That's the only other thing that you could really glean about her.
Oh, so she
That's-
might actually know everything that's going on, which is why she's bribed.
Yeah, that could be really interesting. The only thing that you could leverage is, did you see this coming and this information getting out? But yeah, it's
I
a
still
coin
say
toss.
I still say we'd have to bribe her though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
That's actually, both are kind of interesting. Yeah, screw
Yeah,
it.
they're both going to be fascinating conversations. Go for it.
We'll do a coin toss. So D20 roll. Anything 11 through 20 is going to be for Varys. Let's
Okay.
go. Well, we're going to Casmet, I guess.
Oh my god.
All right.
So Boomcrash says everything. Wait, she's a divination wizard. She probably knows what's up already. Like, oh shit, okay, better talk to the fortune teller already.
Yeah, it's, I guess, figure out exactly how much she knows and get her consult
All right,
and
let's
see if
go.
she knows how much money we got.
Well, on my person, I don't have quite as much, but I know we have a lot at home.
You feel a tap on your shoulder.
I look to my shoulder.
Casmet is behind you.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Yes.
hello there.
Why don't we talk and walk?
Thank you, I'd appreciate that.
I like the gardens. Let's go there.
Okay. The guards aren't gonna be, they're gonna be okay with this?
Sure.
The
I'm a
one time you
mage.
didn't
I
bring
don't need the
now.
guards with me.
I like you. Okay.
Oh no, I don't.
You guys head out to the gardens in mostly silence. There's a crowd gathered outside, as is omnipresent at this juncture.
I won't like disguise myself completely, but I'll change my clothing so I'm harder to immediately recognize so we can kind of get through a little less noticed.
She smirks. Very well. And she turns herself into an elf.
All right. I guess we walk to the destination.
Walk to the destination and then dispel your disguise. And you simply take some seats around like a monument in the gardens. It's a pure white marble thing of some like elven mage that was important to Alore's founding. So, I saw that you were going to talk to me and thought that I'd take it upon myself to go to a more public location.
That's reasonable. Gonna ask you a question to start off with. Have any of the other senators talked to you about a Taurus?
Well, I've talked to a few senators about a Taurus. What is it that you have to offer? That's what I don't know. I knew that I was going to meet with you, and I knew that things were changing in the turbulent Senate. So I wanted to know exactly what you have.
Well, I have information concerning a Taurus's possible relationship with the present, concerning some funds, maybe. But I could probably offer you some as well. He is no friend of Galestone or my acquaintances, and he is kind of responsible for a lot of the goings-on in the city as well. I was hoping that maybe I could persuade you to join in maybe pinning a lot of this on him so that the city can get back to normal.
I'm inclined to wonder just how much you're willing to pay. Do you have any idea how rich a Taurus has made me? And you are some random noble that was gifted a spit of land just outside of Allure, one that's currently, should I remind you, an enemy of this fair city.
Allegedly, mainly through a Taurus, but I might be someone who fell into property, but I also happen to be an adventurer who's seen many different lands and has acquired a few different treasures through the journeys, and probably will in the future as well. I could probably at least match what a Taurus has been paying you, which would be.
She smirks. A Taurus is offering me a large sum. She just kind of pens a illusory image of 80,000 gold pieces, which is a lie.
Okay.
Power play, flip open the ledger and be like, that's strange.
Yeah, I was about to do that. I'd be like, that seems like he must be desperate now. And I opened the ledger. And according to this, he was paying you a little bit less than that.
Well, he's recently raised his offer.
But are you sure you'd be able to still acquire that money if he's, ousted? Ruined? We have these already passed through a few of the senators, so no matter what happens, it's only the extent of his ruin that's going to be the case.
A Taurus still wields plenty of power. He can at least get half of those consuls onto his side if he digs deep into his pockets. I'm certain that if I side with somebody, I'll get a payout. If you can exceed his offer, I'll consider yours.
I hate this chick.
It's all about money with them.
She's smart.
Yep. I need to open up my bags to see. Okay, metagame for a second. How much does the party bank actually have? 'Cause this is going to be expensive.
Check. Party bank, not including the stuff that I acquired from the stink house because I didn't add it to the party bank.
I have a lot in the bag of holding I forgot about, but that's going to probably wipe it out.
Okay.
Also have you make an insight check.
Also note, 260,351 gold pieces in the party bank.
Nice. I have a bunch of platinum in my bag of holding because I converted.
I would like to make note that there was at least 540,000 gold pieces, and you have spent most of this.
I have a keep to upkeep and bribes to do.
This is you.
I'm a politician.
Yeah, that's pretty much my excuse. Fundraisers.
You rolled.
We're gonna need to shake down a couple more dragon hordes at this rate.
Oh my god.
I think that's why she's got this dragon horde.
She's really just a silver dragon.
From your insight, she seems pretty confident that she has you on the ropes. She's not showing any signs of deception. At least from what she said.
Gold pieces are, aren't they?
Sorry?
No, I'm talking to her. I'm just saying gold pieces are annoying, aren't they? When platinum are so much nicer. How about 100 platinum? Or how much was he? He was 80,000 gold pieces, so that would be 1,000 platinum pieces.
That's 8,000 platinum pieces.
Yeah.
Are you offering her 8,000 platinum pieces?
Please talk her down, darling.
Actually, no, I was doing math poorly. She said 80,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I did my math wrong.
Yeah. Only one placeholder over.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, okay, then I'll have to think about this for a second. I assume that you'd prefer to have a payout that's more continual than a one-time thing, then, yes?
Are you discussing a payment plan with me?
I mean, why not? In the long run, it might be more lucrative.
Well, I suppose not everyone is as rich as a Taurus. Tell me, just how much are you willing to pay me over the year?
Matching his 50,000 shouldn't be too difficult.
80,000.
Well, 80,000 seems a little bit tricky when we also have to navigate this in a way that your bribe doesn't show up on the investigation either. I mean, I know you have your ways of probably hiding it, but if things are going to be thorough, you probably have to make sure that certain aspects of this go through in a way that don't, incriminate you.
Precisely. I'll need the extra money to do my own bribes.
You wouldn't be...
I can cut a bitch. Just saying. Of all of them, this one needs to be cut.
I'm with Mal.
Wouldn't it be significantly easier to just, claim this as a sort of penance you're going the right way? That way you could wipe your hands clean of any involvement? You could add your testimony to the pile?
You know, I'm the second richest dragonborn in this city, right? Second richest person, really.
So then, why hold on to an alliance of a wizard who's being exiled?
I'm trying to make sure that I stay this way. If he is ousted, then I will be the richest person in the city. And I think that you'd like to have the richest person in this city as your ally, rather than your enemy. Don't you think, Serpent Helm? Especially somebody that could keep an eye out, see a bit into the future, tell you what things hold. Do you want to know your future, boy?
Sometimes knowing what's happening in the present is most important. I assume you probably knew all about all of the goings-on up until this point anyway.
Only what I've kept my eyes on. It does take spells, and I do have to ask the right questions. But I at least have been keeping an eye on a Taurus's enemies. But
I guess my
got
bigger
my eyes on the
question-
future. A Taurus clings to the past. If you're stuck in the present, I can live with that.
I guess my bigger question then is, do you know about his dealings with the devils? And they're pretty immediate danger.
Yes. I've ensured that they're no threat to Allure, at least. Not the ones here in Allure.
Do you know about the ones in the outskirts, the army they've raised, the pit fiend they have?
A pathetic rumor that's spreading throughout the city. I've scryed upon the mountain myself, but there's nothing there.
Non-detection is a very easy thing to cast when you have those resources. I'm sure you know.
To hide an army? Don't be ridiculous.
These are devils we're talking about. Look at my face. I'm sure you could probably tell to some extent. You've probably read enough faces. The
A
devils...
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Fair enough. Well, it had to happen eventually.
You're not going to convince me.
You still have reroll.
I'll
Inspiration.
do inspiration.
This is saucy. Yeah, it's a good time.
I'll say I pull out a sending stone that's like cracked and burned and stuff, and be like, they can get to people and bad things happen, and I just kind of crumble it when that happens.
You
Of course, they don't want to be found.
regale them the story of, presumably, you presumed that Arn was one of these clones, and she seems privy to this information. When you describe the way that the clones work, she suddenly starts to get a little uneasy. To have resources like that, and to have clones in other places.
They had replaced a king. This is not the work of some mild cult. This is the work of something greater. If a Taurus was scared of them, then they must have something greater. Which means the interest of your interest is to protect Elore as well. We're willing to sweeten the pot, but at a more reasonable price. Because protecting Elore is something I think is in your interest as well.
She pulls out a crystalline orb. She begins to concentrate on it. She whispers under her breath, in Draconian, and after a few moments, she opens her eyes and the crystal, which was glowing for a bit, starts to fade. She lets out a kind of frustrated sigh, looks out into the gardens and up at the statue nearby. I think it might be in our interests. I'll take the 50,000.
That's agreeable enough. I do not carry that, of course, on my person, but what would be the best way to get this to you? I assume you have some methods or way to maybe contact me to meet up with one of your associates.
Oh, here you go. Just put it in this box. She hands you a small little token of a treasure chest.
Marvelous. All right.
You send
have
it
this
in this
for you.
box and say my last name, then it should send it directly to me.
Sure thing. I suppose this is a yearly occurrence then, as long as, we keep the interests of the city at heart.
Sure, whatever. Keep your city the way it is, but as long as I'm kept comfortable, I don't mind.
I admire your strength as a divination wizard, and I do wonder, once all these trial has gone through and everything, would you be willing to help us with protecting the city? Your skills are not something that people can come across very often.
I'll give you tips if it helps me. But no more. I think we're done here, Mr. Serpenthelm. Look forward to the next time that we meet.
Have a good day, milady.
Stay safe. Sure you have something to access weapons tomorrow. She
Thank you for
walks
the
away.
tip. That's
That's a
also
good
kind
tip.
of helpful.
Hmm.
All right. I immediately go to guys. We're gonna have to make sure Keelstone makes money. We got another one and some info, and I told them what happened.
We gotta sell a lot of wine.
Gotta sell a lot of wine.
Oh no, it's no longer just a hobby, it's a business.
Well, we could also go, adventuring to make money.
Go and beat up some dragons. Here you go,
Look, guys,
Dragonborn.
you're eventually gonna run out of tombs.
I know.
But we can make
But
new
we're
tombs.
in process of making more dead people, so it's going to be a self-feeding cycle, I hope.
Dude,
Yeah.
the tomb business is booming.
We just need to get, I bet they have a huge horde. Just gotta get
Okay.
their shit and it gives to the next person that we need to corrupt.
Yeah, the video game Mortuary Simulator. That's what the next campaign should be. We just
No
tomb
idea what it
builders.
is, but I need to know.
It's not great. But
Okay.
yeah, it's just one of those like horror sims that
Mm.
is like you're doing a normal mundane job, but it's creepy.
Gotcha.
Anyway. All right. But next, night is starting to creep on the horizon as the sun begins to set. You've talked to now a majority of the Sediners and turned many of them to your side. It should be a vote of no contest when time comes tomorrow.
We don't know exactly what time it'll happen, right?
You expect that they'll come to you in the morning.
All right, so I need to get a good night's sleep. I need to, for all intents and purposes, I have to hand over everything to Mao and Amon, so they'll be in the next room, so I'll be alone, so they can't confiscate my shit.
Didn't that Dragonborn tell you something about, like, keep a weapon close or something? Was that a tip for tomorrow? Is
That
someone going
wasn't-
to try and kill you?
I'm guessing so, but I'm trying to think, other than maybe having you guys maybe have it accessible to me, at least the minimum, because they're probably gonna, strip me, so I'm not sure how I avoid that.
So you're saying that I'm going to need to fight tomorrow?
Possibly.
Yeah. That's the risk right now.
Okay.
And so Boom Crash is probably going to start moseying her way over.
Gonna teleport over.
Mhm.
The second thing that we might have to do, which I might not be there for, is I did kind of talk to Gavrok, as you remember, that we need to convince the Undercroft that magic's a little more A-OK. So, Boom Crash, maybe take a mage with you? Be a little friendly neighborhood wizard visit?
You mean that, like, Juliana? No, Juliana's, I don't...
Oh, I was thinking Herschel. I mean,
Herschel is so squishy, though.
Your goal isn't combat in this scenario. It's more so, just to make nice with the adventurers and the rest of the peeps. I know
someone's gonna high five him and he's gonna die.
That's my fear. Okay, I will take it to the people, and I'll ask Juliana, Herschel, and Paranor if any of them want to come to the city with me tomorrow. There might be some combat that you can stay clear of, but
it's the afterwards you might have to talk to the Undercroft.
Yeah, we have some diplomatic stuff that we need to get done.
Okay. Let's go here. So, you have plenty of retainers. I'll let you guys take multiple people if you wish. And in fact, I'll let each of you bring one person.
I'm taking the dwarf ambassador. Oh wait, that's not a retainer.
Yeah, he's just a dude, but that's
Yam-
Yamdal.
I'll take Yamdal. He's close enough. He could vouch for me as a character witness.
All right, let go of him.
I steal him. Just drag him away.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, so I'll plop an extra one over into the Galestone. All right, so Yamdal's going to be under Zumasu's guard. Come on, who do you want?
I wasn't really thinking about that.
There's still
Okay.
Grovel, I guess, if you want another dwarf.
God. Okay.
Take the turtle.
You could take the turtle.
Okay, I'll take the turtle.
You take
I mean-
Donatello.
He done punch good.
Oh, you can bond over monk stuff.
That's true. He was looking for training, so maybe you can provide that.
Oh my God, I'm becoming
You're Master
Shredder.
Splinter.
No, I'm becoming Shredder.
Oh
I'm
God.
evil.
Yes.
Well, you're turning one of the turtles traitor, so that's great. Great.
This is fine.
Moon Crash. Juliana's willing to join you tomorrow, if it means protecting her friends, and she knows that her abjuration magic could be useful. She's had a great time here, and she's willing to go back to Alori to make sure that you don't end up dead.
Okay, if she's feeling rested and ready, and she also has teleportation back if she needs to make her way back on her own. So, okay, girlfriend away.
Girlfriend activated.
Oh my God, yes.
when your girlfriend is activated.
Beep boop.
Actually, don't know.
We're not
Oh,
gonna
you're there.
activate those
Got it.
almonds.
I guess
All right.
Brienne's already there, so I'll keep Brienne with me.
Yeah,
We can try and figure out how to protect Sumosu.
Keep Brienne with ya. So, current Avengers team looks like this. Guys, Boomcrash teleports the Latias to Allure. You guys start talking about the plans over some beers at the request of Yomdal.
And turkey legs.
And of course, turkey legs.
Yeah.
You guys start talking about your plans for tomorrow. Want to prepare besides bringing these new friends with you?
I can't really do much if I'm getting arrested. I'm gonna try and see if I can keep my spell ring on me so I can cast the shield. So I guess that's the thing, is I'll have Boomcrash stock that up with recastings of shield, and I'll put in a mirror image in it. See if I can get away with that maybe on my person. And I bought a Rod of the Packkeeper from the guys, but I won't be able to take my weapon, so I'm gonna have that on my person. I might go Spellcaster into it instead, since I won't have the Strength belt either.
Did the
Tell me what-
Senate?
Okay.
ahead.
I am going to go to bed.
Wow.
Yep. And if I'm not alive tomorrow, then don't worry about
Can
it.
you cast Death Ward on me in the morning? That's probably a good idea.
If I'm alive tomorrow.
Oh.
Good night.
Now keep an eye on him while he sleeps.
It's only been 5 days.
He always
fine.
says that.
He was kind of bummed when that staff broke. Maybe it has something to do with that.
I don't know. Or the weird
Boomcrash
new
is gonna
shadows.
squeeze Juliana's hand and then follow Amon and just maybe have a conversation before he passes out in delirium.
That's gonna go well.
All right. You go and talk to Amon, and I guess technically you've teleported to Allure, so I'll just bring us over to the Unicorn's Cask. Still nighttime. Amon is working, just eyes wide open, staring at the scroll that he's been poring over.
No. I am on the floor, just lying down.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he actually was going to bed.
Yeah, he wanted to sleep this time because of possible combat tomorrow or necessary for spells.
Gotcha. Well, he'll only recover 1 level of exhaustion.
I can do 2 because of the potion. So.
Oh, the potion completely cures you off if you take it.
Yeah. You just haven't taken it yet.
Okay. In that, well, I still need to sleep for the spell prep, so I will still do so.
So you'll take the potion and sleep for the spell prep, so you'll be clear.
No, not taking the potion.
Okay, so you'll just have the spell prep.
I want to prepare while I'm tired. Don't understand. It's part of the process. Alright, Amon then is kind of preparing for his spells while he's like nearly passing out.
Amon, before you pass out, 1, are you okay with the rod breaking? And 2, you had this weird demon form that looked kind of familiar, and I was wondering if that was something you wanted to talk about, because I would like to talk about it.
Guess not.
I guess he's out. Okay. I have been successfully stonewalled. She's gonna sort of fix a blanket over him, try and make sure he's comfortable, and wish him well. And then go back to her girlfriend.
All right, that's good.
Well, that was easy.
I was
Amon
like, I
says to
wonder-
himself as he
Jesus
opens one of
Christ.
his eyes.
I was like, I wonder if he walked away. No, that's in character.
Okay. Yeah, Amon doesn't seem to want to talk about it. And is he okay?
He's a survivor, and
No, I'm
I,
not.
he's managing his own shit as best as he knows how, and I've learned to trust him, even though I don't necessarily agree with it.
I am not a
As for-
survivor. I have died more than anyone.
I know you have,
And yet
but
here
you're
you are.
still kicking.
Yeah.
The definition
exactly.
of
You're
a
not
survivor.
allowed to die.
Your entire backstory, you escaped like a burning village. You're a survivor, even if you don't want to be.
DM, I have just some shenanigan questions.
What are your shenanigans?
If if what's my familiar's name again? Elena goes invisible. Could she go invisible while holding a bag of holding?
She'll get poofed.
Not inside of the bag of holding. Like she just has
No,
it
she gets
stash-wise.
poofed by the Senate.
When she enters the Senate. That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Do magical items still function when going through
No,
that
it does
whole thing?
not.
So yeah, what happens if a bag of holding? Does it just not let you go into the extra dimensional space then?
Yeah,
Everything
there
just
would be
kinda
nothing
stuck?
in the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't, because some
Like
people do
explode.
use bags of holding. It would be designed not to explode them whenever it passes through.
It would just like deactivate, sort
Yeah.
of thing. Okay.
People's papers would just be everywhere every 2 seconds.
I got technically a lot of shit on my person, so I guess Amon can have the haversack, or who wants the haversack which has all the consumables?
Just toss it in the pocket.
No. These are
No.
Oh
extra
yeah, those
dimensional.
would blow.
These are all going to explode if I do that
Ooh.
now.
Explicitly no. I was
Ex-
just reprimanded for that yesterday.
Yeah.
So I have a haversack, I have a bag of holding, then I have everything on my person.
There's also you just leave it in Diff's apartment, and we can get it back to you.
Some of it's dangerous because I think. Oh no, I did put the evil sword technically
It's
in
in
the,
the
in the
safe.
safe. But I got expensive scrolls here, a bunch of potions
I
here.
understand that. You carry a lot of shit. You know that, right?
If I didn't have extra dimensional space, I would not be able to carry all this shit.
Right.
Okay, so maybe we empty out one of the things into the portable hole.
That's fine.
If
And
anything,
then-
it'd make more sense just to take off what I'm wearing and throw it in the hole. Because I'm wearing plate mail and stuff, which is the reason
Mhm.
why.
Yeah, it's maybe. Do you think they'll let you keep your armor?
No, I'm guessing I'm pushing it by trying to have a rod on me and the ring.
Okay.
If anything, I'm probably going to be fighting with magic. If anything.
Okay. Then I would probably recommend, because the hole is kind of cumbersome to access things in, put the things that
Mhm.
need to be readily readily available into a haversack and put everything else into the portable hole.
Give me your garbage.
Give me the garbage.
So we'll say then pretty much everything on my person then makes sense to actually go in the hole because most of the stuff on my person is kind of weird. I put my accessible stuff in the haversack, oddly, because it's potions you can grab immediately. So we'll say the bag of holding stays as is. The stuff I'm wearing goes in the hole except for a change of clothes, the ring and the rod. And I'll explicitly say to put the shield in into the haversack. Can the shield actually fit in the haversack, or is that a no-go?
I'm gonna say no. Just fitting a shield into a backpack, it doesn't seem to feel like it would work in my imagination.
It's not like a buckler, right? It's like a big
It's not
shield.
a buckler, it's like a shield.
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason we can kind of say plate does is because you can fold up the pieces to some degree. Well,
It's
I don't
not
put
like
that in
you
the
can
haversack.
don it in an instant anyway.
Yeah, that's why the only thing I'd want to be accessible weapon-wise would be the Dragon Slayer and the shield, since the +1 from the Dragon Slayer doesn't require attunement. So if anything, actually, put those in the bag of holding. A weird way where you kind of like stick them in through a certain way. Okay, so the Dragon Slayer sword and my shield are in the bag of holding. Everything else is in the pocket or still remains in the haversack.
As long as
There
you
we go.
guys are keeping track. I ain't gonna.
Yep. I'll remember. I'm making a note of it.
Okay.
Right. Guess, Alright, I guess that's it if you guys are ready for the next day.
Yeah, I guess Priyan and I would try to. We can't really sneak any weapons in or anything.
The
Or at least
closest
we-
thing you can do is just have the bags, which is why I'm saying the bag of holding maybe just keep on your person for those 2 items.
They still wouldn't,
Haversack also has a bunch of potions.
yeah, they still wouldn't work inside the building though.
Oh, the magic still works in the building, it's just the gate portion doesn't.
Yeah.
Once you get past the checkpoints, you can use magic again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just
Yeah.
have to be subtle about it, but
Yeah.
and keep Elena in the subdimensional space and be able to call her.
Yeah. I will have her staying outside of my room just in case anybody sneaks up to try to kill me, though. She's gonna stand watch duty. Go to sleep.
Alright.
If you're worried about tonight, we could just take shifts.
I figure Boom Crash is keeping an eye on him on. It's fine.
He's asleep for once. Whatever.
Good to go.
You go sleep. I'll just sit outside your door. We're just like keep an eye on you.
You guys have a late night of preparing yourselves. Amon is meditating, T-posing on the ground.
Praise the floor.
Juliana and Boom Crash have their own room. They're kind of consoling each other and getting ready for the coming trials, deciding what spells they might need for that day. She makes sure that Boom Crash knows that she does want to be here, wants to see the rest of the world, but she's gonna help her finish this first. And Zumosu is kind of hanging out with Yomdal. They're just drinking each other under the table, trying to preemptively forget the coming battles that might happen tomorrow. Donatello is just kind of slowly watching everybody. They don't have a friend tonight, even though they were brought here by Amon. And Priyan is keeping an eye on the exits and entrances of the place.
That's why he should socialize now on his own.
He's slow to open up. Doesn't like to come out of his shell. Yeah,
Wow.
I'll use it twice. And that there's a thing that I'd like to do. As you guys are fast asleep, something else is happening elsewhere.
I did say I was gonna keep an eye on Zoo outside his door.
That's
Yep.
fine.
Right? Okay.
What's happening?
Casmut is in their sanctum in the arcane seat. They don't live with the rest of the senators. They have their own space. But similar to earlier, there is a voice from a dark corner of the room. Tell me, what do you see about tomorrow?
Fuck.
Trust me, they'll be there. But you'll need to bring everything. I understand, as long as I can still trust you. Trust as much as you pay for, Mr. Volodel. I wish you the best of luck. For your sake. And that's all that we're going to say
Great.
tonight.
Love it.
So, thanks y'all for watching. You can see us every Sunday from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Watch our sister stream, The Rime of the Frost Maiden, on Wednesdays from 7 to 10. Also find my books on DriveThruRPG and the DMs Guild, and you can support me on Patreon/NobleCrumpet. We also have a Discord, so be sure to check that out as well. And that out of the way, see you next time. Be sure to weapons. Stick around for the record. Good night, everyone, and
Take
sleep
care.
well.
Good night.